Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It's your main man Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you. It's Wednesday. The guild be raiding. They want some of that awesome cop goodness, so we gonna give it to them. So, pitter patter, let's get at her. Let's bring up the stream. Let's bring up the chat. Let's bring up the game. Excellent, excellent. And this is your language warning, so we're going to also bring up the raid chat. I cannot control what people say and do in a guild voice Discord, so this is your language warning. Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Hey, Theo, how's it going, buddy?
Oh, this is fucked. The gate's locked here.
Yeah, and Renethal is definitely not going to come running.
Wow. Well, this run back's impossible.
Well, there's a portal right in the council room.
Oh, is that open now? I thought that was only open if we killed the boss.
No, you can just walk up to it and Renethal will open it.
So I ran the long way. Okay.
You have done well so far,
I see. There it is.
striking a blow to the efforts of Denathrius. But do not underestimate his power. His might is considerable.
Puff, you led me the wrong way.
I was following somebody else. I don't even know who.
Yeah, never follow me. I'm blind. Thought you'd know that by now.
Yeah, I know, but you still have a better sense of direction than I do.
What does that say about you?
Sad. Holy fuck.
Oh, look at all these snacks up here.
Man? Lost Sarah to the snackos.
See, how good is this raid, right? Like, come on, man. This is such a well-made raid.
You lost me to the snackos too.
It's true. And I, as always, am following.
Let's just stay here and not even fight the boss.
Yeah, I agree.
Just have some snackos and hang
This
out.
head of the table. There's two heads.
Come on over here, Cop. Me and you. We have a talk about this.
Okay.
Look at this meat. It actually looks like insane, like detail.
What do you think? Is it weird to side sit?
No.
Kinda.
Like, it's a 4-person table. Cop sat directly across from me. That's normal, right? But if he sat to my right or left, that's like a couple would do that, right? Not two
I mean, you like
Other
what you
people.
like. We're not gonna judge you.
I mean, maybe for like a more intimate sort of conversation. It doesn't have to be between couples.
Depends. So, like, if you're two people eating at, like, say this is a hibachi grill, me and Velasi went together, we would sit at a corner, right, to talk to each other easily without being intrusive of other people's conversation.
No, that's true. Yeah,
Maybe in a really loud club, you would sit right next to each other to be able
side
to speak.
sitting is fine in a club. You think? Okay.
Yeah, Theo, fight 7.
Also,
I know.
just some maybe
I still
area
don't have
where
fight 6
you
killed.
want to
So
look out at whatever the scene is.
Okay.
You may be overcomplicating this. Just sit wherever the fuck you want.
So I've never actually gone on a date and sat next to the girl, unless it's like hibachi or whatever. It's always sitting back and forth. Like
I agree
Yeah.
with the first thing of what you said. You lost me after the first part. I said.
all I heard was you've never gone out on a date.
Maybe
After
it's
that, it
more
just
like
went blah, blah.
significant others do that instead of dates, but
even having a significant other, I never did that.
it's weird.
Have you?
I usually just sit on people's laps, you know, and eat.
I only know about this because Curb Your Enthusiasm. I was just making a joke.
But
See, where
interesting
are you?
enough, if you're going to
Oh,
a girl
I'm
at a
in
bar
Oregon.
or you're trying to pick her up, you're not supposed to talk to her staring straight ahead. You're supposed to go to the side and talk to her from the side because you're supposed to share a view.
Oh.
What? No, that's weird.
Yeah,
It's
like
100%
you could just.
real.
Yeah, it's real that somebody said
I
that.
cannot talk to a person
No,
without looking
it's
at
psychology.
their face.
So what you're supposed to do is walk up to the girl, introduce yourself, all that kind of shit, whatever it is, and then you're supposed to turn. So whatever way she's facing, you're supposed to face the same way. And the reason for that is you want to share as many experiences or anything you can to carry on the conversation, get her interested. And what they say
Thanks, Theo.
is another way of doing that is sharing a same experience, sharing a same view, just like Rick said.
If you did that to me, I'd be like, why won't you look at my face when I'm speaking? Are you untrustworthy?
No, you still look
Why
at
are
the
you
face.
hiding something?
You still look at the face.
But how could you look at their
You're just-
face if you're looking the same way they're looking? What does that mean? They're looking at their own face.
I know,
Are you
it's
in a
usually-
mirror?
It's how your body's positioned, not
Are
necessarily
you
your face.
reptilian? You have
We're in a
black
house of mirrors.
eyeballs?
No, we're in a house of mirrors. We're at a carnival. That's what's happening.
No,
What happens if they're facing a wall?
that'd be interesting.
Yeah,
Oh,
why
no.
first?
That's never happened before.
In the history of pickup,
Likely story from
Yeah.
Rusty.
I don't know.
It's
In my
psychology,
opinion,
bro.
you always look in the girl's eyes at all times.
It's a true story.
Oh,
Especially
see,
when
where
you're
are
lying.
you?
I think your
I'm
eyes are
now hearthing to my base.
Can you hurry
hyper-focusing
up
on
and
the
get
faces
here? I wanna
aspect. This
share
is
a
like
meal
body
with you.
language.
I would love to, but I can't get there yet.
oh, did you guys put this star down to let us know which door to go
Yes. Yeah.
in? Or was it a trick? We'll see.
No, I put it.
It leads to a pipe. Don't go in it.
So yeah,
Where's
Rick,
Richard?
you could fill our 4-table slaughter.
I'm sorry, I didn't take my shoes off.
That's fine.
I want
This
to
isn't
go
one
sit
of those
over by
places.
them. Come on, Velocity.
Okay, I'm coming.
Fine, I'll just hold it down by myself.
You
Yes,
gotta
speaking
find
of
a-
hibachi,
you
I wanna
gotta
go to
save a
hibachi.
spot.
My character looks like he's holding his head down and praying before dinner.
Yeah.
Give you some time. That was really relaxing.
Hey, make sure, could you throw me an
It
invite?
was.
Yep.
Hope you guys are enjoying your Cirque du Soleil performance.
I didn't know we got entertainment with dinner.
Oh yeah, you're on the candles. Wow.
Is this one of those restaurants where you eat sushi off their bodies?
Oh. It's like what was that
That's
film?
Germany.
Those aren't open during COVID time, that's for sure.
From Dusk
They're
Till
naked
Dawn.
too, right?
Oh, yeah, lettuce over their nipples or something like that.
Do they? Not always.
Rick, it's gonna be all guys though.
I like how, see, this is like a nice little area, this little corner with little seats and there's benches. This would be like a nice place to have dinner.
With me is some of the chairs are like out from the table but at an angle, like they're not
Mhm.
properly positioned.
Well, I would assume if it wasn't a video game, you could pull the chairs closer to the table.
Just looks like everyone left in a hurry, but they're all still there, just chilling.
Yeah, they gotta get to the dance floor.
That's right, they've got a boogie down.
Oh, I'm hearing a lot of that.
Or maybe you'll be prancing forward.
Oh god.
I'll see. Eat match my feet.
Did you want a 4 or 5 healers?
Yeah, 4.
We'll blow this up.
What? Where is Ah? See, where are you?
I'm running to the raid right now.
You're taking so long.
I don't live in Revendreth anymore. I live in the next world.
Just return to camp.
I'm a real race.
My shaman's camp is right outside the raid.
Oh, we're in raid already. Who did this?
I did for you.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Thanks.
Hey.
What?
I'm here for you. What mirror did we take? Oh, okay.
Where did this come from?
Oh. Where are all you guys?
Or at dinner.
Sitting alone at a table.
Sitting next to Slush.
How would you even know if you're alone, Jix? You're blind.
Sarah, where are you?
Bye, you cop.
What are you guys
Where
throwing
are you?
around?
Head?
What the fuck is that? That's gross.
Shoulders.
A pig head or something? Don't throw that shit at me. It is. It's a fucking A-bomb. I don't want that shit.
Oh, hey, thanks, more brain.
Fat.
Oh, we love him.
How are you actually sitting on the chair?
Oh, see.
I stepped on top of it and then pressed the X button.
Sit
I know.
on the-
Follow me.
into the floor.
Oh.
I don't think that one has detection or whatever.
Oh, I don't want to sit next to Jax. He might touch me.
Don't worry, I won't.
My head doesn't reach
No.
the table if I sit.
Sword
Aww.
back of the chair.
That's actually a good point. Am I sitting in the chair? No, I'm sitting on the floor.
It's not very polite, OMC.
What is
You-
pork belly? Is it actually the belly of a pig?
Yes.
It's like
Not
the
like-
fat part on their belly.
Yeah,
That's
not like
bacon.
their stomach. Not like stomach
What is
organ.
that?
Pork belly is the meatier, or sorry, the fatter, less meaty area of the stomach that is right next to bacon.
Where's
Right
ours?
next to the bacon.
I'm here.
Yes, bacon is also on a pig's stomach area.
That's interesting. Why not the back? Why is it the
That's where
stomach?
tenderloins are, dude.
Yeah, in other parts you get the
I'm
more
looking
muscular
at it.
areas.
Oh my god. We love him.
Well, everybody's here.
How big does he get?
That's what she said.
Might as
Where
well
the
get
fuck
started.
is he
If we,
going?
Throw a stone down or something.
I don't know what happened. I sung a song to Slush, and it kicked me out of the game. I'm trying to get back in.
Very good song.
Same me song.
He's beating up
is.
Rick.
It's the one that causes you to cry, and I just got kicked out after it ended.
What the hell?
Honestly.
There you go, Rusty, for your questions. Bacon is the outer layer, and pork belly is like the lower side of what would be the rib area.
That's
It's
interesting.
like the meaty version.
I
I was
love
right
him.
the first time. I couldn't remember if it was the meaty version or the fat version, but next to bacon. But
It's pork. It's all delicious.
I was just eating some pork rinds.
pork rinds. Okay, Rick, you like pork rinds, obviously, since you were eating them. Have you ever had microwavable pork rinds?
I am not.
Oh my god. Okay,
What are
you got
pork rinds?
You gotta Google this and order some. Like so it's like popcorn essentially, but it's pork rinds, and you cook them in the microwave, and they're like warm and crackly, and like, oh, they're so good.
That's Count Osh to you.
That's crazy. I've never heard of that before. I normally just grab them from like a bag.
Yep. My boss showed me this like years ago. They have them at like, I don't know, Rural King and shit like that around me.
Love Rural King.
But it's
It's like a potato chip, but it not.
yeah, exactly. You get some really good gun deals in there sometimes though. So
great gun deals.
I'm too Canadian. I don't
guns,
think I've
.com.
had them more than once in my life. So
Dude, pork rinds are just skin of the pig. You're just eating skin.
Yeah, that's where all the flavor is.
Ugh.
Okay,
they're
so
deep
Fletcher and
fried.
Rusty,
You're
you guys going back
American.
on?
You should like it.
Trying to. I don't know what's going on.
Get started on trash.
Watch out for the
It's a nice
ding-a-ling.
high-fat, high-protein snack.
Yeah, but it's weird because it says in the nutrition facts that it's not a significant source of protein.
Yeah, why would it? It's just skin. It's just
there you
straight
go,
fat,
Rick.
right?
I put it in general. Link to Amazon.
Nutrition facts. So it's
Think
very
nothing of it, darling. As long as
Apparently
the wine
Walmart.com
flows,
also has it.
you'll have my
I would trust the government regulated nutritional facts compared to what the packaging may say.
the packaging says it on the nutritional facts.
Oh, don't be such a bore.
So I'm about to
It
jump over
lists
the rail.
so many grams of protein,
Perhaps
but
I
then
will
it says
let you
that it's not a
skewer
significant
peeled
source of
weight
protein.
stock.
Maybe because you're not supposed to eat that many because it's such high in calories.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
sodium. I'm pretty sure.
Your
that's a lot
cat
lower.
with the parasol, Sarah. Oh no.
Holy
they, like-
shit, 154 per serving?
That's actually not that bad.
Yeah, I mean it's the equivalent of like potato chips comparatively. Comparatively.
154 what?
Calories per serving.
Calories.
Oh, that's not much at all. What the fuck are you talking about?
A spoonful of olive oil.
But how much sodium and shit? That's the question.
500.
Well, it would depend on the. That would depend on the brand.
Yeah, it's true.
Cholesterol, 27.
As I was saying, I bet like nobody actually likes pork rind with 0 sodium, right? Like it's not the fucking skin that you like.
Yeah, they have like different seasonings for them too.
Just gotta.
Yeah, it depends on the pork.
I've had unseasoned pork rinds, but I like to put Tabasco sauce on them as well.
Put a little garlic salt.
What about Himalayan salt?
You're making me want to go kill pigs.
Wait,
A little
That's it.
lime.
Himalayan pink salt.
you put
All
more
the things you're
salt on
saying
it?
are just sodium.
Telling you, try some of the microwavable pork rinds, Rick. It'll change your life.
Yeah, I'll fucking end it.
Yeah, and it. That's funny.
It will change it.
He's not wrong.
Well, they always say change is not necessarily better, just different.
That would be going standard rate there for death. Different, but not better.
Oh yeah, I guess they
don't know
did
that.
make Ashen Hollow like way less noticeable, huh?
Does anyone still need that club?
That's good.
Yeah, the
They
the
do say
guild banks are-
cholesterol is pretty high.
Need the leather
5%.
braces if they ever fucking drop again.
I need the gloves still.
I need the cloth gloves too.
The leather or the cloth wrist drop last night.
Yeah, but we need the cloth gloves.
With a socket.
I think I gave
Oh,
those to Ash.
Yeah, Lao
I don't
Tzu,
think
we can
anybody
Prog
needed
on
them.
council.
I was wondering if Infected did.
I guess we are killing Frida first.
I got the cloak left.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago.
Tell you who needs a ring and a cloak out of here. Fucking more chains.
Ring and a cloak.
2 chain?
When you getting married?
2 chains.
Yep.
You may now cloak the bride.
Those references just make
Yo, that guy is so high all the time.
Ooh, Walder Frey?
It's annoying
Is
construct.
that his real name?
Yeah.
2 Chains is really named Walter.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Oh man.
Isn't he like really close to some dude named Pete? Pete Baelish?
Pete Baelish. Well, that's funny.
Taheen Epps. That's his real name.
Oh, really? We were wrong.
Taheen like the seasoning?
I understand why he calls himself 2 Chains now.
What'd you say his name was? Joaquin Phoenix?
Oh, all right, so
Seriously, Taheen?
so you check
Yeah.
make sure one's here.
Tahid.
Tahid.
Apparently, people in the stream are starting to order pork rinds.
Microwavable?
Yep.
Next sponsor, I guess.
Yeah.
Theo's in the guild. He
Damn.
got the link for
Oh,
you. He
don't.
says to say thanks.
Hold on, let me buy some stocks first in Lowry's. Give me a minute.
I don't think stocks with 8 buyers is really going to do anything for you.
Marcus closed.
I mean, if they go to Reddit and talk about how awesome they are, it will.
I'm just gonna get pork rinds canceled, dude.
I mean, that's probably true. Ilhan Omar is gonna get them canceled. It's against
Pierce
her
Morgan.
religion.
All right, so still waiting for Fletcher to get back on. Otherwise, we are here, and
Queer.
it's a good thing to be here, right?
I knew you were gonna say that shit.
4 hours on this one. So yeah, I guess we got summon again. Just wait for Fletcher to get back, honestly. But yeah, so this fight again, a little bit of mystique to it. Honestly, a lot of people talking about how annoying it is. I won't lie to you guys. I'm having a lot of trouble figuring out where the annoying parts are going to come from. I've watched a lot of videos on this, a lot of hours of videos, like a lot of polls of this, and it looks different every time I watch it. Like I don't identify the same things over and over again like I do with every other encounter. So I think that's a really bad sign, and I think we're going to have a lot of progress ahead of us. But I have identified quite a few things. One of them is this jump mechanic. Okay, this is going to have to be handled very well. Now it's a little different than your average mechanic like this. Like I think, you know, when we did Hungering Devour, it was very straight, like you just heal the same time every fight. From what I could tell, that's not going to happen here, and I think that's part of why I'm so confused on the encounter, because I've seen it happen different times, different situations, and I think that's because depending on how much damage you have, the fight actually changes to some degree. So one thing that you will not see changing is that this mechanic is going to do a ton of fucking damage every time we have to deal with it. And I have a weak core to help deal with it. I don't know if everybody needs it, but I can link it. Let's see if I can find it. But yeah, the main thing is just identifying who has it and then making sure that we clear it when we want. So like ideally we'd have CDs and they'd be like being rotated in a way that's obvious. Like we're not using bad CDs at bad times. AMZ is going to be really good, but we don't really have a lot, and you know, 2 holy priests not really helping us there. So we basically only have 3 total. But the spirit shell shit is going to come in play. But yeah, it's basically just barrier, AMZ, and Spirit Link. So that's really not good for this fight, I feel like. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know exactly what is going to happen with that. But yeah, anyway, so that's the main mechanic on Mythic. 5 people or something like that get this debuff, and every time they jump, it does damage, and we have to clear it before the debuff ends or you die. Okay. The other big change on Mythic is how we're going to handle the I don't actually know, Dark Recital, that's the name of it, Dark Recital. So if you remember on Heroic, we had a lot of trouble with this mechanic. Even on Normal, I had a lot of trouble with this mechanic. On Mythic, it's going to be handled completely differently. Like, could not be more dissimilar. We're all going to stack up. We have a weak aura for this that Cop posted. Everybody will need this one, so make sure you get that. It's the last thing posted in raid strategy there. But everybody's going to be stacked up on this fight, pretty much the whole fight, I think. When we have the Dark Recital happening, it's going to be counting down or whatever. The people with Dark Recital are going to run to the right with respect kind of like clockwise or I guess counterclockwise around the boss. And the people without Dark Recital are simply going to move to the left. Okay, so again, this is something that you need to have seen by now. If for some reason you haven't seen how people handle this, you're going to waste a lot of our time. So it's basically just run around in a small circle until the mechanic is over. Some things you definitely do not want to do is run too fast. You are partnered with somebody, so you want to be staying with them, but there's going to be multiple sets of partners, I think 6 people total. So you all just want to run kind of like you would on the last boss in Necrotic Wake or even Freehold from last expansion. You only run as you have to, and you just keep running around in a circle. And by the time you get back to the boss, or back to the stack point, it'll be over. And then everybody else needs to move, because if we don't move 1 or 2 yards to the left, we will then get killed by the red shit that they leave on the ground. So those 2 mechanics I identify as like the raid mechanics of the encounter, right? Things that we're going to deal with repeatedly. But then there's a bunch of other fucking shit that's going on. Like there's going to be these ads, the skull ad that's going to come out and try to shield the boss. There's a couple ways you could game that apparently. If we move the boss at the last second, the ad will not be able to shield him and he'll get confused and all this shit. So that's a tank thing that we have to deal with. Then there's going to be the charge that the one boss does. Apparently it goes based on where your character's facing. So if we move our positioning ourselves, like our characters, the tanks, change to where they're facing, the boss will charge the other direction. But if we don't, it's going to hit everybody and it's going to kill, like pretty much kill people. So it's like there's a lot of shit going on in this encounter. I'm not exactly sure where we're going to struggle the most, but I want to make sure that the jumping thing and the run around in circle thing are not causing issues for us, okay? So that's going to be what the bulk of tonight looks like, I'd imagine. Just making sure we have what we need on those phases and making sure that we can learn and progress without silly mistakes costing us time. So I just want to bring something up that got talked about last night. I overreacted to it. I apologize to Rusty. He did not deserve my overreaction, but it was endemic of a bigger issue that has been bothering me for a while. There's a lot of people who don't properly learn these encounters. And even as far as like 30 minutes ago, there's still people who are not understanding the mechanic that we discussed last night. Those traps, they come out, they last for 5 seconds, and then they arm. So multiple people were saying we didn't soak them quick enough or we weren't soaking them at the right time. It's because you don't actually know the mechanic, okay? So that's no problem for me. But it is a problem when people start telling, complaining about a mechanic they don't fully understand. So I don't want that to continue happening for the rest of this guild's history. And I actually think the way to handle that is with gifts. That is like exactly, I think it solves the problem. I showed you 5 seconds of that mechanic and now everybody knows what they're looking at. So hopefully stuff like that we can continue on. And I'll look more into this. But yeah, just for now, just please make sure you're actually looking at things. Because if you're not and only listening to things or hearing me talk about things, you'll probably never fully understand it. Like that trap thing is exactly that case, I think, honestly. It's like you only ever heard me talk about it. You only ever saw me handle it. So you never realized how it worked. And then it caused some frustration. So it's going to be like that on this fight. There's probably going to be 7 or 8 things like that. So it was a good time for that to come up.
More Green says that hot and spicy are the best.
People might have missed the conversation with that is... So the boss does annihilations based, like the timers can change pull to pull on that fight. So like Rusty was saying, another pull, like we didn't even have traps that like spawned, like became active during the annihilate like those ones did. That's going to happen with everything on this encounter. So if people haven't watched enough of this, the abilities rotate on this encounter, and when you transition, they don't like reset like it does on Enerva where we can delay and count like abilities. It just pauses them. It literally puts the rotation of abilities on pause.
Yeah, so that's why I had such a hard time fully grasping what we need to talk about here tonight, because it's actually kind of wild how this fight seems to play out differently for every group. But one thing I will say that I did notice is early on, a lot of people were suggesting 5 healing. And it makes sense because there's a lot of fucking damage here. But I don't think we gain anything from 5 healing because we don't actually have like a paladin or something else that's going to bring like a shaman or something else that's going to bring another defensive CD. So having Jehufa heal, who's not even here, doesn't really gain us anything, I don't feel like. We just need to actually make sure that the people who are here, the healers, the 4 healers we have, are playing well, okay? So we can't have any healer deaths, that's the main thing. But yes, I don't think we gain anything from 5 healing, and more so, I think we gain way more from having enough DPS. Because there's one thing I see consistently is people talking about not making certain pushes, and having an extra DPS will just make that much easier. So I think this is what we're gonna do from now on. But either way, we can't even try it because he's not here. So okay, let's get that summoning stone down. Get these 2 summoned, and we'll get started.
I know we don't normally try to do this, but I know I'd be willing. I don't know if Sarah would be willing. Like, we do have people with alts that could be a healer that would bring that as well, though. If we find ourselves in a position where that would be more beneficial
Sure.
than the extra DPS.
Good, we could talk about that when we get there. But so, yeah, one thing, I don't know, I'm sure you've seen it a ton by now, Sarah. You see what the balanced druids are doing on the pull here?
With the yeah.
Convoke into the
like
custodian or...
Yeah, like stay. It's like, from what I can tell, they like stand kind of like back here by this back portal, and then they just convoke like on pull, and then I'll be able to do it again on the 2-minute mark as well.
Okay, sure.
Like 7 seconds in when the first ad spawns.
Yeah, so you see the
like
2 markers I put
2:07.
down? The dude is either going to come from skull or red, I think, always. And as long as you're in the middle of those 2 marks, you'll convoke and literally only hit him.
You just got to make sure you're out of range of the boss.
It's 30 yards from the boss, yeah.
Okay, cool. And that will just immediately kill that ad, or at least get it very, very close to dead, so nobody else has to switch off the boss. And it sounds like maybe, oh, why are we doing that? But it's like, you don't understand how dangerous ad switches are on a fight like this. So we want to have as much uptime as we can at the beginning of this fight. But that's going to be that, I think. We might as well just get some pulls. I don't know exactly what's going to happen here. We do need interrupts on Frida, which we will be more decisive with later. But for now, just see what it looks like. So we're killing Frida first. That much I know. I'm not 100% sure what we're killing second yet. But yes, definitely Frida first. So can actually
you want
put a
Vantis
skull.
or not?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I have Vantage runes in. And me and Retsy talked about this before. One thing about this encounter here, somebody open trade and help me distribute. One thing about this encounter is that it's going to be very consistency driven, let's put it that way. So if there's one poll where you guys are doing something different and we're not getting consistency on it, it's just going to slow us down. So I know that's like not, I can't tell you to do the exact same thing you're going to do on poll 1 on poll 100, but find your rhythm on especially the start of this fight and stay in that rhythm. And it's probably going to require a lot of, planning outside the raid, but we can't have people constantly like switching what they're doing in the middle of progression because it's literally going to change the way the fight plays out. So yeah, tonight, this is what we're doing. All right, I have no expectation to kill this fight, okay? This is not fucking Portal, whatever the boss is called. All right, this is not going to be killed in 3 hours. So we're going to be here for a while, and I don't think it's as hard as people make it sound, but it is annoying, I think. So you just have to find out where those annoying parts come, find ways to minimize them so they don't tilt us, and we'll make progress. I still have 3 or 4 Vantage runes to give out. Open trade.
I used one of my own, so.
Thank you.
As far as order goes, I've heard everybody say that you can't do Stavros last, or nobody's ever done Stavros last. So
You should do Nicholas last if you're relying on your tanks to not die.
Yeah, Nicholas last is what I'm 99% sure we're doing. But
The
I
whole thing
don't.
about the Stavros last thing is they said that that's like the ideal way to do it, but that when they crafted all these strategies, people were under geared, and the fact that they have now nerfed parts of the fight, it might be the ideal way to do it, but nobody's done it yet.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll keep looking at that over the weeks, but.
Yeah, can somebody link all the weak cores for Fletching? He was in here.
Yeah, here's. Oh, you got it.
I love the idea of the interrupt WeakAura or add-on or whatever it's called.
Can we get
It's
Hellstones?
fantastic.
Yeah, so I didn't actually know this the whole time. I guess this has been this way, but you could actually assign people in that WeakAura as well. So I'll be trying to do that if we get to that point, but we'll see what it looks like. All right, let's check get some pulse. All right, here, let me drop everything. Cauldron down, feast down.
Don't look so smug. I know what you're thinking. But Tempest Keep was merely a setback. Did you honestly believe I would trust the future to some blind, half-night...
Vic, we're not buying it. We know it wasn't just a setback.
Soldiers of Lordaeron.
All right. Somebody still don't have advantage right now? Shark, do you need one? Osh should have. Did you give them all out, Osh?
One more.
I got one from someone else.
I'm not counting you.
Cops
Fine, don't count me.
So.
All right, let's get some pulls.
Stack up.
Probably like have to move up closer actually than that.
What do you want me taking first?
I have no idea. Yeah, I don't know. We'll just see.
You were not on
Thanks,
the
Davison.
guest list.
Okay, so there's the first dance. 5 people. So we just want to get that out of the way. Just jump immediately, those 5 people. Quickly, jump, bomb it, Hokat. And we should be stacked now for recital.
We also
And
need to
it's,
kill the
add.
attendant.
Yeah, he spawned like right here.
Okay, so you guys run to the right.
Just run
You guys
around
want
the
to stay
back.
in melee range, guys.
The-
Staying in melee range. So this is what I'm talking about. All you people who are not in melee range right now, did any of you actually look at an encounter? Because we're not doing this, so this is just a waste of time. We're going to stop raiding right now, and you're going to watch this encounter. I'm going to find you a clip, and you'll watch it real quick.
Beware.
You want to find your partner. It pairs you with somebody.
Well, the idea is
With relevant
if
throw.
everyone's running around in the middle, they'd be able to do it really easily.
Alright, just wipe it here then, right? Stack up everyone, don't move.
Yeah, wipe.
Okay, I have a timestamp. Instead, I'll show you this for now. Go ahead and watch that timestamp that I just recited, or that I just posted, and watch for about 30 seconds.
Recital again. The first part of this fight is pretty easy. It's just like a little bit of a damage check. Again, healers can damage a lot here. This is one of the shortest phases in the fight. The 2 shortest
Literally
phases
not even
are
like 20
this
seconds.
one,
That's all you have to do.
150 before the first dance, and then after the third dance.
Check it
killing
out.
the
Make
last
sure you
boss
see what's going on there.
two, like,
That's how
short
you'll handle that
fights,
mechanic
it's
every time.
only 50% before a dance, and it's a haste buff for the later one too. But on the pull, it's like kind of.
So I don't even know
And
which
that's
boss
the-
does which
is the
mechanic.
arrow
That show it if
indicator
you're-
for the people who don't have the mechanic.
Yeah, the arrow is going to
both.
show based on what you have. So if you don't have the mechanic, the arrow is going to tell you to move left. If you do have the
Oh,
mechanic,
okay.
it's going to tell you to move right.
Petro, if you're not worried about the damage or cleave on your abilities like hard strike on the boss, I found that like say the group was at square, I would just tank like this the whole time. You could still hit like Stavros and all that and still parry and all that, but you didn't actually have to turn your character to do the lunge the right direction if you just like tank sideways.
Okay. So which one does this?
Stavros does it.
Okay. You want me to grab him then?
No, I'll grab him. We're gonna have to swap him regardless. I was saying when
Yeah,
you
okay,
eventually you didn't get to see it there, but eventually it'll get to that point.
What is the jump WeakAura again? What's it called?
I could link it, but I think it's more like a raid leading WeakAura, honestly.
The attendant spawned like right here
But I
on
guess
this
it's-
little point, by the way.
It's helpful to have it because then you know if people still have a stack or two that haven't cleared.
It's called Dancing Fevers. Yeah, there you
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't jump within the 30 seconds, you will die. So you have to jump 3 times total over 30 seconds.
And this first one we want to get immediately out of the way. We're just dropping my barrier, and that's it. Everything else we should have like That's not a problem. And this is another huge DPS on the pull for healers, okay? There should be almost no healing. The first 30 seconds of this fight should fly by, okay? We're looking to make sure we don't have any complications on this first split, and it's going to set us up for the next 2 minutes of this fight, basically. So let's get some more pulls. Here's food.
Fleshcraft is going to be pretty nice in this fight for those jumps. Just for people to mitigate.
The best time to karma 2 cup when jumps are out.
Yeah, I did that for sure.
All right, eat up, Morgrim. Move this up 1 square, probably.
The big thing with the recital is you guys got to like stay in a line. You can't just have one person like drastically farther out than the rest of the people running around in the circle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Watch that. If you still have for some reason not seen that, watch it right now. 30 seconds, all you have to watch. You will see exactly what I mean. You're all in a tight clump, running at the exact same time in melee range of the boss. And this is very easy, honestly.
No one's rushing it.
Yeah, you have to walk at a normal pace. You're not rushing your partner. You're not getting ahead of the group. You're not in the wrong spot. If everybody moves together, you have like a heartbeat. You know, you move every heartbeat.
Yeah, they're definitely stutter stepping.
Yep. You don't run at. You don't like just press the W key for however long. You have to you have to stutter step.
I don't know. It's a dance move they're not guiding me to do. I can't do it. There's no emote.
Here we go. It's always free to first. That ad is going to come out. We hope that Sarah will get that killed quickly, but if not, we need to kill that thing. Otherwise, that's it. We're on Frida.
Splendid! A battle to down before the sand lane. Master.
Okay, first set. Just jump immediately. Jix came as Velocity, haven't jumped yet. Okay, recital's next, so we want that cleared well before the recital. So here's the recital, so pay attention. Week4 is going to tell you where to go. And people without recital have to move to the left. Cool. Good for the people with it. Looks like you killed that ad, no problem, huh?
I came in.
Came in, yeah.
Came in at like 75% health.
Beware.
My control wasn't even done channeling before he even got there.
Ad coming.
Another skull. So we have to have this boss push before that skull. That's the main thing I did learn. Okay, so let's wipe it up. Just stand in these mechanics.
Maybe preemptively start casting it before the guy spawns. Raz.
Can you guys have spammy achievements? That'd be great.
I don't even know how you get that.
I killed someone with my jump. Really well, I was dead.
Wow.
It could also be my LR trinket. I like KO'd like 5 people with LR. Maybe it counts my kills for you.
Coming above hit the bug gear with the raid, don't worry about it.
I got the achievement while I was dead for like a minute.
Okay, so that's step 1, making sure that that boss is at 50% before that second attendant spawns. That much I know for sure. And again, as soon as the 5 dancing things come out, you jump 3 or whatever, I think it's 3 stacks each. Everybody jumps quickly. We get that healed up immediately, and then we do Dark Recital, and that's it. That's the easiest part of the fight. There's basically 6 small phases of the encounter, and that first one should be very, very, very low danger.
Do you have an idea of how long in the second one is?
I do, but there's a Wowhead post or a Reddit post that I've been reading, and it says the fight at 1 minute should end at that phase, and we go into the intermission. Then the next phase will start at 1 minute 30, and it will go to 2:40 something. But I don't know how accurate that is because I haven't properly seen it.
I meant the dancing fever. Is it just each time the phase starts, he's only going to do it once in each phase? He's not going to do it a second time unless we're slow.
No, yeah, he'll do it second time every other time we do that main phase. Yeah, I guess it's every
Yeah,
minute.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah,
No
1:30
worries.
is the next time he does it, I guess. All right, we check coming.
Thanks for copping on by the stream.
It can vary, but it's generally around that range.
And that's going to be based on how quick we push the time. So I don't know what the reality of that boss's mechanic is for that. Here we go.
You were not on the guest list.
Be treating the first phase of this exactly like Enerva.
Hey, immediately jump, guys.
It's all the way by you guys.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just jump, sir.
Back
Hey, we
up.
should be stacked.
Tight
Make sure it's
stack.
tight stack. And the arrow tells you where to go. Gotta follow the arrow, guys. Good work to past that. And we got a burn boss here.
Beware. Raise every structure! Silence every cry!
Okay. So let's try to kill that and see what happens. Yeah, definitely can't have another recital. A whole nother set of mechanics. So. Swipe up.
Practice.
Beware. My life for the Death Sword.
Recall was wrong in what way?
It told me to go left.
Beware.
Which way did you have your camera facing?
You should be stacked up facing the boss
Not
from the.
dynamic. You should be facing the stage they all three stand on before we pull.
Good call.
It's not stage left.
There's
also
if
a
you're
voice in
turned
the
around
background.
looking at the whole room behind us, then it's gonna be backwards.
It's also a voice that goes left when you need to go left.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Okay, so again, yeah, just like it's actually a lot tighter than I thought it was gonna be. So it's gonna be just like Enerva. We need every point of damage from all 20 players to make this comfortable. All right, obviously we can't have deaths too, but. Alright, we check. There we go.
Bow down
You
before
were
the
not on the guest list.
Get ready for something much.
There's jumps.
Beware.
Half, Dreknar, Vicario, Velocity. Killing Skull. And we're tight stacked, guys. Tight stack. Get ready for the mechanic. Here we go. There it is.
Somebody moved left with the mechanic.
Not gonna work, guys. Can't make any mistakes at this point.
Is the plan to run around in a circle like that, or is that just what's happening?
Yes.
That's the plan.
What do
It
I
should
do
be-
when
it should be
there's an
tighter.
overlap though? Yeah, like 'cause there's going to be an overlap one of these times where Stavros is going to kill the group.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not tank over there. I don't know. Tank somewhere else if you want.
Because of the line or what?
Evasive lunge through the group.
Okay, so move it up. Die, I guess. Wipe up.
I mean, I get why we're wiping, but I don't think we should wipe until like we have to. We just need to practice the Dark Recital thing.
No, we need to practice the first Dark Recital, not the second one.
I mean,
No
it's going to be
reason to
happening the
practice something we're not
entire
gonna be
encounter, though, right? So.
Yes, but the way it happens is going to be different every time. So we need to practice how the fight's going to actually look so we can kill the boss. Now, again, this practice the Dark Recital shit, the shit you should have been doing last night. Okay, so if you haven't done it, you're behind. That's all there is to it. I can't do that. I can't do that for you. You need to know these fights before we come to them. You know what I mean? And that's, you go the right direction with the mechanic is something that you should know before we start the polls. These are things that are homework. Now we're here to take the test. Taking the test requires doing the strategy properly.
I mean, I understand what you're saying, but the more people do the mechanic, the quicker they're going to learn. Just like
we're going to keep doing the mechanic, dude. We're going to wipe and do it again. That's fine.
Master, grant me strength.
Right, check coming. Here we go.
I'm not sure it's on there, but there's actually a really good add-on called Xanesh Practice or XP, and it has some practice mechanics for when you're not in a raid.
Can we
Here we
see a
go.
poll where Sarah just starts on the boss with us?
Sure. Yeah, don't even worry about that. I don't know what's going on with that.
Alright.
Might be something wrong with the way we're tanking him or something.
You were not on the guest list.
The problem is that you're not actually going to hit the main boss with your shit regardless. Hop and Sandra, let's go. Jump, guys. Come on, pay attention. Killing Skull.
Fate stack.
Yep, next is Dark Recital right now.
Jesus.
Beware.
Ran too fast. You guys ran back into the group.
Yeah, it's not sprint, it's move and drop, move and drop. The only move is right underneath.
Let's go. Practice recital again then. Got 5. You can see we have the jump stacks as well, so we would need to deal with both of these at the same time, which is not what we're going to be doing. Right, swipe it up.
So should we have pushed there before that?
Oh yeah, long time ago. Needs to push before that second skull marked ad comes in, so we're like 20 seconds off right now.
What percent does he push?
50.
50. Okay.
It's 1 minute into the fight. It needs to push, so we have 1 minute to do 50% of that boss's health.
That's a lot.
Yep.
Master, grant me
But yeah, the
strength.
trick, if we're not able to execute this thing, then I've seen people do, is the 2 non-target bosses are really far away. So you're doing the same thing we were talking about with that ad, but just on the main boss. So if you'd rather we try that, that's fine. Can just take the other 2 bosses like right at the stage, really far away, and then your Convoke will only hit Rita or something. But
Fucking hate Convoker.
I don't know exactly how to maximize
It's
it. But
good. When it's not, it's just not working.
Is it not hitting? It's not hitting the correct
it's hitting the
target,
wrong
is what I'm saying.
targets. Yeah.
Yeah, because he's not like if he would always spawn in this back half of the room, then I could figure out the timing on
I'll
it.
look into that. I didn't.
But yeah, he's like
Try
spawning all the time.
tanking the bosses where they spawn. That way, because even if they spawn, because they've been spawning like right here, if you tank them at the stage where they jump down, she should still have a little bit of time to convoke.
Okay, let's try that actually.
Yeah, I mean, if she's back here, she's still going to be out of range of the bosses.
You just can't be absolutely on the edge, or else I won't have anywhere to aim this evasive lunge.
It's only for the first attendant. After that, y'all should be able to move them out.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, maybe I just misunderstood. They put markers down in the room, but this room is so long that maybe I just, like, my depth perception wasn't practical at that point. Yeah, here we go. So just come right up here, guys. You can start. No reason to even try. Just gonna jump down.
Yeah, that's the strat.
Yeah,
For sure, Daniel.
you could do it if you want, but it doesn't matter.
How dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire? Bow down.
Okay, jump, guys. Yeah, it's just spawning way too close to the boss, so. Okay, recital next. Kill that ad quickly. Recital now. Make sure you're tight stacked. And there it is.
This will not work with. We're gonna recital like.
Again, you can stand anywhere in the room, and it doesn't matter where we are or where you are. So whatever you gotta do. If you want to swap roles, we can. It's no problem.
So in that attempt, the guy spawned way close. Is that what happened?
It's just nowhere. I don't know. I listen to these people talk, and they don't mean fucking shit to me until I see it, and it doesn't even seem realistic. The ad is spawning like 10 yards away from the boss now.
And on the opposite side of our marks. So.
Yeah, I don't understand what that is. People said it's 100%. I don't see it.
Got a stack there.
I thought we're wiping.
Okay, so I'll try this. I'll grab the other two, and you can just take Frida, and we'll see what it looks like from that perspective for now. I'm going to try that, sir. I'm going to try tanking them really far away from you, so no matter where, you don't have to worry about this attendant bullshit. Just do as much damage to the boss as possible. I'll worry about this another time.
It was also mentioned that as long as we aren't doing the
ad needs to
dancing
die.
shit,
It makes the boss immune.
when that thing comes out, you can move the boss, sort of like stutter step it away from the ad.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get a feel for, but the ad spawns so close. Basically, the way it works, if you want to try it, Jix, is the ad comes to the boss, and when he reaches him, he starts the cast. So if, as he got there, you moved the boss away from him, he would be like, oh, what the hell, I can't reach him anymore.
I know I do, I just don't know if people are going to adapt to it or not. And also, I got to not do it close to a recital.
It's not going to work on the first one anyway, yeah. It would be later in the fight, but you could at least try it if we we hit the second one come. Eat it.
Love the music in here.
Yeah. This is my favorite place I've ever fought a boss, that's for sure.
So we're taking him back to the original. Is that what's happening now?
Well, just move it a bit, like say 1 block closer. It's probably better to keep it up as front as possible, though, just to make sure that you don't have to go running at the boss when it jumps down. So Frida on purple. I'm gonna take over here the other two, and I'll be completely out of the way. And you should just maybe.
Yeah, I'll be able to stand like over here then.
Perfect.
The reason why I raised a concern about Diamond being too close to the stage had nothing to do with me or the boss or anything like that, really. It's when you get too close, it will push you back. So if one of our raiders, which happens frequently, overcorrects, they're going to get pushed back into the group and instantly wipe everybody. So if the purple's too close to the stage,
okay.
they're going to come over here and they're going to get pushed back into it.
Okay, yeah. Either way, that tile seems fine there. Okay, let's recheck the pool. Okay, here we go.
How dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire?
Jump.
Beware. Metro, you have it.
Oh, I didn't even notice. Didn't think I could get it. My bad. Okay, there's recital,
Tight
guys.
stack, guys. Tight stack.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
Cool, good.
I don't know how.
Master spells in the group, please.
Literally don't know how I was stacked with the entire group running the exact same speed as them, and I died and they didn't. It's interesting.
Probably just skill. I wouldn't worry about it.
Clearly.
Yeah, see how that spawned there? That's what I expected to happen every time.
Beware.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Just have to wait till it
With the
touches the
group
corner.
when they should have been dancing.
Yeah, it's over. I know people want to practice it, but
Beware.
I'm just trying to get achieves, bro.
the thing about practicing it there is there's also the don't jump mechanic. Like we'd have to do both at the same time there. That's why we don't want to even see that. So
it's better just wipe here. Wipe.
I think so. Just wipe and just pretend.
Just
that
run
there's
back and forth. Come on, guys. It's
nothing we
very
can
easy to
learn.
kill yourself.
Yep, just wipe here, guys.
Really,
Run back.
I'm running all around like an idiot. I'm not dying.
You get stacks of a debuff that do damage.
I'm not getting those stacks. This is weird. I'm getting stacks that I succeeded though, even though what?
Demon Hunter's tough.
Yeah, just run around like an idiot and you get it. Yeah. I'm blind. Maybe the game's like, oh, well, he clearly can't see it, so you know,
It took
just give it to him.
stacks to kill me.
They're giving you a handicap on your dancing ability.
It's because you were just like.
They're already blind. How much more of a handicap do they need?
No, I'm saying they're getting a handicap score on their dancing ability. Like,
As long as you actually hit the correct tile, it wipes out the debuff. So, like, you just kept getting wiping it off and then getting more stacks.
That's
to wipe
interesting.
them out.
You could use that repair bot now, Brandish.
Yeah, let's throw one down. And make sure everybody uses it.
We should just probably be running back.
Yeah, to
Brandish
be
gets
honest,
a free
it's not
one
really
every
far.
so often. There's no reason not to use it.
Yeah, it's a Reeves.
Make sure you repair her, guys.
Problem is not everybody's going to use that, so we're going to need another repair bot and 2 pulls, even though we should need one from the 10 pulls.
Yeah, it's fine. Well, it's probably better to just run back anyway. It's really not a far run.
You saying earlier how it was impossible or something like that?
I thought
Or
so
that's
too,
not
but
again?
then
Because he didn't know that the mirror was right there.
Yeah, I went.
yeah, right
I went
behind
the
this room
wrong
is a
way
portal.
First time. And then
So
I
you
got
went
to
with
all
the,
ads, and I'm like, where is everybody? And then that nothing.
We went with the Juggalo band approach, or whatever, thinking mirrors aren't real. I gotcha.
By the time the combat resets, I cast Mass Resurrection, you hit accept, walk over, like all this stuff, you might as well just press release. Hit repair.
Alright, cool. Let's get some more looks.
Splendid! A battle to win.
Beware.
Jump.
Watch and jump. Darker side
tight
on there, guys.
stack, tight stack, tight stack, tight stack.
Beware.
Whoever that far purple is, you are running way too fast.
Somebody res him. I really can't commit runic power.
Again. Best runic power I've ever spent.
Tight stack up on Frida again, people.
Add.
We'll get out of
Yeah, problem is if she gets Drain Essence the second it goes out. You gotta time it so Drain Essence isn't going, so she moves when it gets out.
Don't jump, guys. Just practice if you want to practice, but it's pretty much a wipe if you guys are going to jump and do that mechanic.
We need to mark a stack person for stacking up.
That's the purple mark.
No, because the boss moves and like we need a stack group because like 3 of us died just moving left there because there was somebody cheating left that got the debuff.
Okay, so that cannot happen, guys, okay? So these are the things I'm talking about. You have to know what's important here before we start, all right? So everybody's stacked. You wait for the weak ore to tell you what to do, and then you do it. There's no cheating. There's no fucking hedging. There's no blinking. There's no sprinting. You stutter step when you have the mechanic. Otherwise, you move left, and that's it. That's all you do, and this is
Somebody
gonna
should
happen.
make a weak aura that says "stack up for recital" really big on your screen.
I mean,
Maybe it has an arrow, you know, maybe.
In stack versus like literally pinpoint stack.
And then after the fact, after the people start running, you're going, the other people are going to the left, and then as soon as they leave, after like the red shit goes back, go back to the original space. Don't just sit there and have them come around and hit you.
Yep, that's exactly
Saw
right.
that
Once the
happen.
first set is gone, you run back to where you were, and then by the time the group that's running is gonna get back to your spot, you'll be clear.
Is there? Remind me why we're doing purple right where it is and not a little bit further back.
Because
I don't know.
the stage knocks you down, like or
Yeah, that's what I
it'll push
mean.
you away.
So
if the people
You want to move it again? That's fine. I don't
you
know.
want it moved away from the stage.
well, I'll as soon as I get a res here, explain.
I think he wants it closer to the center so the tank doesn't have to move the boss and they can run behind the tank without having to push the tank off.
Well, it's a selfish reason, but if you're the group that's going right, depending on the color RNG, I got my buddy. Yeah, stand right there. Stand right there. Yeah, right there. Like my buddy was here, and then I couldn't get there in time without going up here because I had the other people, and then I got knocked back. And then
I completely forgot that stage thing even did that, so I moved it one more tile back. The only concern I had was like, how close can the melee get?
Literally be like running on top of each other, like as long
Yeah,
as
all
you're
three groups
moving
are-
properly at the same time, then no one's getting hit by anything.
The red
by
swirls
moving
on the
through red.
ground, like as long as you see a big trail of them behind the one you're currently standing on, you don't have to be afraid of them. Like you can move slower than we are, you can stay stacked and do it correctly. Like you don't have to rush and panic. Like when you see a long tail of red, all the ones behind you have to explode before the one you're standing on will kill you. So you have plenty of time to handle this mechanic correctly.
Yes. Please do not be like you want a cluster of symbols. You do not want to be the person further out in front of everybody because you're going to kill them.
And for practicing purposes, please, if you have a defensive cooldown and you're running, please just pop it. Just for practicing purposes, you won't need it later, but just to move forward in the fight, please pop a defensive.
I completely disagree with that because
Why?
you're going to
Okay,
get
that's
that.
right. Let's not worry about that. Here we go. Heat up.
I feel like you only really take damage there if you fuck up. So.
Well, and you have to do it every minute of the encounter, so you're not going to have defensives for all
The
of them.
big
and
thing
learn
is
to do it
looking
without
on
them.
the weak aura. It's going to tell you what to do. That's all you got to do, literally. You don't need defensive CVs. You don't need anything else. You just look at weak aura. It tells you to stack up. As soon as the mechanic comes out, it tells you what to do. So that's it.
I mean, keep in mind the group. We're not gonna always be at purple because we're gonna have to move the boss depending on when those stupid dancers come down.
Yeah, we'll get there eventually. It's a while away.
To
2
deal with
minutes
this
away.
minute of the fight, basically.
Yeah, we got 2 minutes at least before we're done with this whole first part. Pyro. Okay, here we go.
I'm gonna agree with you, Morgan, even though you spelled crutch wrong.
I like using a cruff.
It's okay. I added a G to bark skin.
Splendid! A battle to win!
Beware.
Afflection jump.
Jump, afflection, please. One more time.
Okay, why is the boss like randomly moving?
I was jumping DPS the ad.
There's a recital.
Would you like me to stop?
What's going on?
I don't know, my game froze.
Yeah, me too.
Pretty good looking for the runners.
And the ad should be if Sarah isn't blowing it up, everybody else range should be blowing it up.
Beware.
I mean, I'll start ringing it and like to tap it in. I'd rather do that than have the boss move and then people
Cannot be moved.
Then all the melee like get out of position and us not be stacked properly for the recital.
I'm like, the game is completely non-functional for me. Is this for you guys?
Oh yeah, that's the problem with this buff, by the way, is we're gonna be lagging generally.
No, like the game doesn't work.
Did it recover now? Because the boss just reset.
Nope.
Still, I'm another one.
Guess I'll crash.
Yeah, I am pre-prepared, but it's been a long time since I've done it, Lao-Tzu. That's why I'm having
Gotta
a
be
little bit of
something
issue,
fun
but
this
I'm
week
getting
for it, I
there.
guess.
I think I'm way better now than I was in the first play.
I'm pretty
Tap,
sure
tap, tap,
that...
tap, tap.
Well, I don't know about your specific case, but for if people have like what they perceive as lag, it's this room just does it. The shit like
I'm
the
getting
dancing
there.
hair.
No, it's not lag. It's just the game froze.
Yeah, the second the darker side will happen, the game completely locked up.
I guess you can do whatever, Jix.
No,
but
it's fine.
I'm just saying.
I'll stand still.
I'm just saying we all need to realize that if you move the boss to help DPS the ad and melee are going to move, that we all have to be stacked back up.
No movement, guys. No movement. This is a range thing, okay? That we were trying to have Sarah do something with it. It's not gonna work. So we got hunters, we got all kinds of mages. Make sure you guys are targeting that thing. Nobody else is moving for that. We don't even want everybody attacking that thing. That thing should die very fucking quick. So if literally just all the ranged who have good target swapping could do that, then we're gonna kill that thing without any concern from the melee, okay? If it gets into melee range, it's still alive, then I guess find a way to hit it. But you really, like, this is like, that ad should not be a part of this fight, and it's only a part of this fight because
they opposite.
seem to
Daniel.
figure out what people were talking about with this druid thing.
Listen to what Metro's saying.
But yeah, so it's fine. Just make sure range are on it, we're good otherwise. Here's food.
No, not even that.
The druid thing, isn't it just them going out to where it is and convoking, and that's it?
Any
Yeah,
video
the
I saw,
problem
there
is
was two.
They're going to a set location, and it's not a.
I don't think they're going to a set location. They're going to where it spawns and then convoking.
But my
Because
convoke
sometimes it
targets
spawns close
anything in
enough to
30
the
range.
bosses
Like,
that the convoke won't do anything.
There's a set
Doesn't
spot
it
that
prioritize
there's a set
close
spot.
Metro's
that these
entirely
things can
correct.
only,
If it makes it to
spawn at, and
melee,
I just
we
don't know
switch
where it
to
is.
it.
I
If
thought
not,
I did,
we
but the
don't
room is way
move.
too wide. I guess I don't know. So figure that out another night. It's not gonna.
Like all the coverage that video from Limit showed was the guy go out and convokes, and that's it. They don't go into any other detail about it.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I need to watch more videos to understand what he means.
Talk to
Okay,
Metro
it's
about
raid
it. He's the raid leader.
I think it's one of those things that it's just if it's the back spawns because the side spawns are too close to the bosses.
Literally, the one limit video we were looking at, that's what they say.
I mean,
So
they never mention
It's
anything about side spawns.
We're not gonna worry about that ad.
And I
That
mean
ad
the
should be
same
dying
thing
very quick
in
with the comp we have. Instead, we're just gonna worry about boss damage, which is a huge issue for us right now. We're not even close to making this.
The idea is just to get that first one anyway, because
At the same time,
So we
the
can make
Windwalker monk video I've watched on it said the same
So
thing.
range could call it out,
Melee
okay.
does not touch that unless it gets into melee. Because you need it's all about the stack, right?
Splendid! A battle to win.
Beware.
Jump guys, Slander, Jack, Brandon, Hocap. There's Skull.
So boss needs to be closer to Diamond Jix. Scoot up, everybody. Scoot up, scoot up, scoot up. Closer to the boss.
Darker Sidle's out.
Beware.
Okay, so I see what's happening, and it's very weird. Stop using fucking mirror images during Dark Recital.
What?
What's happening?
Not kidding. Saw Fletchen's fucking mirror image standing in the group, fucking pulsing us for whatever reason.
I saw that too. I didn't know what that was. That was it. It was on the mirror image.
It looked like it. Like there was one to the left of the stack. Like as soon as we all shifted left,
Yes,
sitting there
we were
getting
we were
pulsed,
trying to
and I
do that
saw
originally, Lao-Tzu.
Something casting frost bolts, and then I realized it's got a fucking blue instead of the like
And
white nameplate.
she
and it's a
just
fucking
couldn't
mirror
get it with her
image, so-
convoke. Because of it, where it was
Also,
spawning was not where it was spawning in
Stavros
any of the
evades
videos we
lunge
watched.
through the
So
entire raid.
Yeah, I don't know why I did that. I didn't have to put it on it. It just came over and said hi to me.
So we can figure that.
But yeah,
out
Lao-Tzu is
easily.
entirely correct. Melee should not be touching that. unless
Fletchen,
it
you
gets
ran
into
correctly,
melee.
right? That time.
Yeah, Fletcher was my partner. He was
Okay.
actually running correctly the whole time.
Then yeah, it has something to do with the mirror image then, Because he was 100% right. Something was pulsing within the group, and it wouldn't move.
I mean, were we taking damage? It seemed like everybody who moved after like 1 second, no one took any more damage after that.
And why does that matter though if everyone else is moving out? You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was on purple one way or another, but like.
He probably just moved late. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's
just going on mirror images.
I'm pretty sure just like the first one targeted somebody who was a little bit left of the group. They moved, and it was right on top of what was a mirror image.
I
there.
can say that I moved late because I died, so.
I'll just drop the mirror images like 10 feet back.
I'm not sure that it has anything to do with mirror images.
I mean, if you drop them 10 feet back, we'll definitely
weird
see
rabbit
them.
hole things.
Admittedly, I moved late, so I died. So there was probably some lingering on purple. But people shouldn't be on purple anyway.
Alright, rage check coming. Here we go. That's why everybody else is moving left, so don't worry about anything like this.
I mean, we got past Nerva with mirror images looking like they were soaking puddles. I think we can handle this.
And I think
that was just 4 options.
At some point, that somebody would like say something if that was the case before.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. Not worried about this shit.
I mean, they did just patch it.
You were not on the guest list!
Jump.
Beware.
Still gotta be
good work
closer
on
to
that.
shuffle.
Everyone, find your
There's Dark Recital.
or die!
Beware.
Good job.
Nicely done, guys.
Just need to make the damage check now.
Alright, don't switch to that when it spawns then.
Beware.
Oh, yeah, we can kill it during the, as long as it doesn't get the channel started.
Attendant spawning.
We got it.
Like now.
Cool, great guys. Practice the dance now.
For the dance, macabre.
Make sure in the gold light.
Man, it's been my $15.
Forward.
I wish they would do it faster in Mythic.
Boogie down.
Just to realize we were gonna have like a dark recital immediately coming out of this.
Right.
It's okay, Rusty. The longer this takes, the more cooldowns regen.
Down.
That's
You get
true.
more mana.
You're 100% right. Yeah. Fuck.
Prance forward.
Okay, so this is the last one coming up. Be ready to get back to purple.
Say left. Enough.
Quickly.
Your
We have to kill the skull still.
sicken me.
You're gonna start.
Make sure you stack.
And there's the thing.
Jump.
So we would need a CD for this one.
Gotta be closer to with the boss. Like we can't be at purple and melee the boss.
Jix, you still need to jump one more time.
Somebody was hedging really far left there.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
That was me, guys. Sorry about that.
Not for positioning, Jix. I would just like stack up with a group at purple on the pole and then rotate around if you were like really worried about us getting like carried.
I mean, I did that. I was told the boss was supposed to be in front of purple and you're on purple.
Be able to stand on purple and hit the boss. That's what I'm saying.
Interrupt.
Tom, you were
Okay,
behind
add.
purple.
Add.
Okay. The boss has to be meleeable from purple.
Boss can be on purple. It's not a problem. Doesn't matter. It's not going to be that big of a deal if he is.
I don't know. I just stood on purple and she didn't move and I was able to hit her, so I don't know what to tell you.
If you're not exactly on purple, it doesn't really matter. This is.
I don't know. All I know is like I know what you're saying. I get it, but like my position from the first wave, which was apparently perfect compared to the second, was about a millimeter or a tenth of a yard. Like take a tenth of a step
Just move
forward.
up. Yep, just move up. No problem.
About this dancing fever though, like no one ever has a cooldown for every one of these. I'm sure, like not like several anyway. Maybe they have one cooldown, but either way, like if we just everyone jumps 3 times instantly the second you get it, you're just gonna kill people like 100% of the time. Even on the first one, you nearly kill people. So can't do that
Yeah,
the
we're,
whole
we're
fight.
supposed to use. Well, yeah, we're supposed to
It's
have a
30
strong
seconds.
defensive for everyone. So I don't actually know.
All I'm saying is that it's 30 seconds. I know we don't want it to line up with anything else, but you have at least probably 15 seconds before anything else happens. So just like give it a good 5 seconds instead of just instantly.
Can a healer just call for jumps?
I was gonna say, yeah, a healer just needs to step up and like
Or
call
just,
for
like,
jumps.
Or just jump once, wait a second, jump another time, wait a second, instead of just jump, jump, jump.
Right. Yeah,
Or
it'll
look at the group's health, see
There'll
their full
be
health, and be like, oh, I
variable-
can jump now.
There'll be variable assignments, guys. Okay. Again, I appreciate your candor here, but this is you guys didn't look into this. We're gonna find times where we have to do it immediately, and we're gonna find times when we don't. Okay. So we'll continue to get better at that. The second one is probably one that we don't have to do immediately. So I can't remember.
We have to avoid other mechanical overlaps that we don't want to jump because we have
Exactly.
other.
That's why the
abilities.
first one has to be done immediately.
And the first one can be shielded, and I'm dropping earthen wall and all that kind of shit. So we're mitigating damage right away. But yes, the next couple we can change.
Yeah, I
First
would
off the
say
bat,
that
just jump.
Yeah, we can
first
probably.
one is no problem.
The first, what I saw is the first one is when you want people to use their personals because you're gonna push a dance right away, and then you use cooldowns on the second one while people's personals are still regenning. But like you don't waste a raid cooldown on the first one because there's nothing else going on during that first part of the fight.
Yeah, should check here. But yeah, so I don't know exactly how to budget in the actual healing cooldowns. Like, should we try to get those out early, or what? What do you guys think?
I don't know about the whole, like, what he was just saying with the personal cooldowns and not doing the raid cooldowns there, or the reductions on the first one, but I was just going to cool down the second one with both Divine Hymn and Salve, and that would totally cover it as long as people don't just instantly jump all 3 times.
Okay, good. That's what we'll do. Yeah, my barrier plus defensive CDs, whatever you want, doesn't matter. It's not going to be a problem. There's nothing else to do. Then that second one, Vic will use all his shit and heal through that, but just don't jump immediately, and that's it. We'll see where we get from there.
I mean, we can parcel out the link and the barrier too, right? Like, how long is link? 3 minutes as well?
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. We need it to be. We're not going to have. We only have 3, so we can't just use them on CD. Is the problem? We have to use them tactically.
I think I would put barrier with what do you call it, AMZ, and put Spirit Link alone, just because Link is going to guarantee the people who get that channel on them don't die from it. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the first one doesn't feel dangerous. I'll probably use barrier in the second one just in case people mess up.
Okay. Ready, check. Here we go.
Well, second was Vic, right?
Well, I'm saying he doesn't have a DR. Is what I'm saying. If people jump too bad, then we wipe.
How dare you invade my property?
In that one, it only killed one person, but still.
Beware.
On Vic as well. Good
jump. That's in.
Tight stacks.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
Perfect.
Wunderbar.
I found the wrong one. Take that one back. I'll take it.
I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Beware.
Can you attempt them? Move it back.
Beware.
Great. That was perfect.
Take your places.
Oh, she's still
Good job, guys.
Good job.
Make sure on this at 6 that you pay attention. Just fucking run.
Yeah,
You
as
don't
soon
have to
as
stay.
5 is over, you got to start planning. Use the Warlock portal if you're in the back.
Boogie down. Prance forward.
That's 4,
Boogie down.
5,
Prance forward.
and 6. Back to boss area. And we're going to have the ad immediately, so be ready for that.
Your gyrations sicken me.
Beware.
And we're jumping, and Vic's going to heal. Don't jump too fast this time. Just jump piecemeal.
Well.
Looks like that one actually came out the exact same way as the first time.
Beware.
It seemed like he did the dark recital sooner that time. So there's not a chance to do anything.
Yeah, it seems sooner.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, we need to clear it. Or maybe we should wait, actually. That's probably what we should do. We should probably wait.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like I didn't
Do
even
the
get a chance to
recital
cast
and
it as
then
well.
the
Yeah,
jump.
recital first, then jump. Okay, let's wipe this up. And I'm gonna look at this.
Yeah, it's
Maybe
the
everybody that
exact
gets it jump
opposite.
once, and then we do the last two after the recital.
Yeah, Max talked
Makes
about
sense.
doing the jumping mechanic during the recital.
Yeah, like I heard him say, like they'll tell somebody, one person, to jump during the recital, but that was because of they had people with this priest ability, whatever the shit is, and they needed to get value out of it. So like they used it before the recital, and then they would try to get some value out of it.
I had
but-
spirit shot rolling during that, so
Okay, so we're in that boat as well then.
yeah, it's not a problem. I have spirit shot for every single one.
So yeah,
I just
you
need to make
just-
sure I get the timing right because it's hard.
It's like in that situation, you just probably, if you have spirit shell rolling and it's not going to get eaten up, you just need to call out one of the people, and preferably one of the people that's not running, to jump during the recital.
I think
I'll
it'd
try
be
to call it.
easier to jump if you're running.
Well, actually, it'd be fine. Like
Just who's ever top on the list, I would say. Whatever the list says, the top person on that is the person who does it. I think that'll
That's a
be the
good
easiest.
idea.
And you don't have to call it out. I can call it
Just
out.
Fuck me, bro.
No, why is it alphabetical order? Maybe.
I don't know. Is it?
I'm not sure. Whoever's bottom, guys, bottom. No, I'm just.
That's
we'll see.
OMC.
Literally,
Yeah.
it's literally OMC.
I don't get
Are
it.
I know
you
it's
bottom
based
or
on-
RC? Are you top? Are you versatile? I don't know.
It's based on the roll. I know that much.
Yeah, he's gay. That's his role.
Yeah, he plays multiple specs, Andy. He plays combat and subtlety and assassination. So
I don't think versatility is good for any of those specs.
it definitely is.
You're good for both
Okay,
of
right,
those.
check
two
going.
of those.
So good. We're already seeing nice progress. Phase 1 is clean. We're still maybe 2 or 3% slow, but that'll get better over time. And I think, yeah, that ad should not be just hanging out there waiting. But the weird part is it was actually like at low health, so I guess some damage was done to it before we left or something. So I'm not exactly sure how big of a deal that actually is, but definitely skipping that is our goal every pull. So here we go.
You were not on the guest list!
Beware.
Let's jump, guys. Let's jump.
Jump.
Okay, recitals now.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Everybody that went left back to purple.
I'm in hard push here, guys.
Beware.
Is the attendant 55%? Not even really close.
Beware.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
So that'd be that.
And
Sorry,
vile
but
intruders. Take your places.
so you see at the top of the hour we talked about consistency. You see what I'm talking about now. Like that was a no death pull, and we didn't make it wasn't even close. Like 5% off. So try to find a way to be consistent on this every pull.
That's the real problem, is the inconsistency of who gets picked for recital in like certain classes that can't really DPS
It's true.
on the move.
Yep, it's true. It's true. There could be a lot of randomness to it.
Aren't you supposed to die if you're not in the spotlight when the dance starts?
Enough! Your
No.
gyrations
Because I got in
sicken
the
me.
spotlight, and then I'm like, we're wiping. And I ran out. And then the dance started, and I just got a stack.
It's probably the same thing like Vic said before. Like if you're in it, that's all that counts, even if you move out of it.
Well, if that's the case, I'm going to get into it whenever I'm in the back and then rush towards the fucking stage.
You can if you like. It's like weird. You can game it to the point where you get closer.
Yeah, you can game it.
Like, as long as you take a step forward or something, then you can go backward before the next step. I don't remember what it is.
Yeah, it's weird.
I wouldn't recommend trying it. I don't know. I tried to do it in a pug on a heroic, and I couldn't figure it out.
What? How to heal or?
No, what we're talking about. You missed it.
You missed
You
it.
missed it. All right, eat up.
Idiot.
Ooh, the Dark Empire is recruiting.
Yeah, talk to your local Sith Lord. They'll get you right in.
Weird that they're all the same guy.
All right, check.
Fucking Darth Galvian. Aren't they recruiting?
Okay, good guys. Be consistent there. We make that push every time. We should start making some real progress tonight.
I wasn't consistent there because I somehow
Fucking
lost the
dudes
Baroness
there.
free to
That really
target
fucks my camera angle.
when the fight started.
Got it. Here we go.
So I lost a crap ton of damage to that.
Splendid! A battle to win.
Jump.
Beware.
Jix and Slandra still.
Jix.
Okay, there's a recital.
I forget double jump doesn't.
Beware.
Back to purple, everybody, so you don't get run into.
Ow.
Thanks for dropping by.
Beautiful.
Wipe it up.
Our tank's dead.
Oh, well, here's the recital, everyone. You know what to do. Don't move.
Run in front, run on top of everybody.
That was glorious.
Dear guests and vile intruders, take your place.
Still managed to push it.
Dance macabre.
Even after they called the wipe.
Stick with me. You know heroine.
Should be dancing forever now.
Yeah, this isn't the safety dance, guys. You can't just dance if you want to.
My character's stuck permanently dancing, actually.
Yeah, if you dance when you want to, you're gonna leave your friends behind.
Yeah.
And
Sure,
we're all
actually.
big friends.
And I mean, and to be fair, when we're dancing around the boss, if you don't dance with your friends,
Will in fact leave your friends behind.
and they
You're no
aren't
friend
going
of
to be,
mine.
yeah, they're not going to be friends of yours for long because you're going to fucking kill them. So
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, people here could take it apparently.
Okay. There's food.
So what happened on your death? You just got meleeed to death, or
Just
what?
getting slaughtered over there, yeah. It's tough to get a... I have to stop targeting the guy who leaves because I keep trying to death strike and he's not in range. To get better at that. Gonna go more defensive for now and we'll build into offense as we get more comfortable. In fact, I'm gonna switch legendaries too for now. I'm not gonna get anywhere close to that point.
Gonna build some bad, what's it called, safety though in your mind. If you get to the end and you're like, you don't, what's it called, you got used to being so defensive and you're not all of a sudden.
Nah, just struggling
Well,
to
two
see
things
on
about
the
that,
screen
Daniel.
and
No,
play
it's
the
not.
game right now. So.
No, it's not. It's absolutely the strat that you're supposed to be going with. It's 100% how you're supposed
All right,
to
here
do
we
that. Second of all, she's not, because the attendant is spawning in a different place than it is in all the videos.
How dare you invade my party in such dreadful attire?
Jump.
Beware.
Fire reflection. Skulls out. Game's crashed again.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
Froze again.
Yep, me as well.
It's just the tanks. Keep going.
I mean, they're both alive.
Beware.
Never mind.
This is a really good fight. I like it.
Oh, I just got DC.
Oh, I just froze too.
Oh, this sounds fun. I like these mechanics. They're very interesting.
Yeah, this is. I don't think Blizzard's ever thrown a curveball at us like this before. Like, this is an actual hard mechanic. Like,
I'm literally.
No, game just.
what's the
game
counterplay to
just
that
froze.
though? Like, do you
Yeah,
like?
I missed it in the guide. Can someone relink the like?
My
You know,
DPM
time
still,
link
like,
me the
honking
point
at
where
me.
Max talks about the freezing.
You didn't dodge the DC?
Yeah, it's weird. Like the game just completely unresponsive. It's not a DC. It's not
Right.
lag. It's nothing.
But my game still knows what's going on because DBM's like making.
Yeah, I'm hearing that too.
and shit.
Yep.
Exactly.
Get caught up. I'm dead.
Man, this game is not a hardcore game.
Wait, are you sure you're not like kinking your internet cord under the desk and it's like blocking up
Definitely
the internet?
not related to internet now.
Just making like a
Log out,
kink
macro.
the hose joke, but
I play on Bluetooth, dude.
Well, there's your problem.
Bluetooth.
I mean, if you were using white tooth, it would probably work better.
Just panicked and hit his logout.
What?
That's it.
Albacore tuna, you mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's getting bigger. How you all doing?
Look at my dinosaurs devour Slushington. Yes.
I don't like that when my game caught up, Rick was way ahead of me on the damage meter.
That's probably why it's bugged. Yeah.
Yeah, Rick, you're gonna have to stop cheating.
Oh, he's
Your
a cheater.
third-party programs are having a negative effect on your entire raid.
I think it's all those.
I need them to work.
I think it's all those PIs are. He's like going too fast, so he gets way ahead of us in the fight.
That's what it is. These things.
So then
Yeah,
we
that's
gotta
right.
wait.
Builds up too much of a buffer and then it just crashes.
I miss Turdy.
Yeah, me too.
Is
Here's
there
calling.
time warp instead of lust to counteract that effect?
So then he would have to leave the group so he doesn't get the time warp too, and then join the group after the pull.
Okay, I'll take one, delete the other. You kick me out, come back.
Eat one.
Can you play a talent build that's not involving a spellcast loop, Rick? Crashing the server.
Okay, here we go.
Imagine if there's no GCD cap.
There's not with his mastery.
You were not
Nope.
on the guest list.
Locked on pull.
Yeah.
My game just crashed.
Yeah, my game just like completely locked up on the pull.
Jump Salandria, blank slush if you're not disconnected.
Oh, this is fun.
Well, think we're gonna make the DPS race?
Beware.
It'll be the weak horse. I don't know.
No, we did the dance pretty good.
Can't be the weak horse. I don't have
No,
any of
it's
them.
it's the room. These people like dancing above us and shit.
I hate to tell you this. If this has been happening for 4 months, they would have fixed it by now. Like, there's no way this is.
It's been happening for 4 months.
The game
Well-
just completely crashes. That's what you're saying?
It blocks people out of the instance basically.
Oh, we can't do the raid like this. That can't happen to a single person. It's happening to 5 or 6 people every pull. So I don't. This has to be some
And
new issue.
Size and L2 both were bitching about it the whole time they were frogging on it.
I think they're just talking about actual lag.
It might have gotten.
If you cannot kill the boss
after
with this
the
happening.
Change.
The boss cannot be killed under these circumstances. One player
Feels
gets
like an add-on.
What say you,
removed
Lao
out from the game.
It cannot be an add-on or weak core because I don't have them.
You don't have any add-ons or weak core.
I don't have any. Any add-on I have is unrelated to this, and any weak core I don't have because I don't use weak cores. I use my eyes.
I don't think it's weak cores either, honestly, but that seems to happen with the mechanics, and the mechanics are not being called out or anything by weak cores.
Only it could be that we have mutual will be DBM, which would be very surprising.
I mean, if you want to try something, the only thing I could think of is like change your rendering engine, like from DirectX 11 to 12. or
Let's
faster.
not worry about it. If it's still happening
the
next
only
week or
thing that actually
something,
causes it.
we'll talk about it. But probably just something on Blizzard's end.
Yeah, it could just be fucked no matter what you do, but that's the only thing that would actually change this.
Yeah, the problem is like I've done however many polls and it's only happened 3 times total. So if it kept, if I changed everything and it still happened, you'd never know which was which.
Yeah, I guess. If it just never happened again, you'd know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right, so keep trucking along, see if we can get stuff done.
Ooh, there's food over here.
I'm very confused. Is it normal for everyone to have a 1-hour flask?
Yes.
Unless you're an alchemist.
Everyone has that. So I have a 3-hour flask.
You're alchemy.
2 hour 15.
I'm not alchemy.
Then you've eaten 3 flasks.
That doesn't stack up past whatever your base is plus 15 minutes.
Okay, ready to check coming?
I think you might be worrying about the wrong things here, Rusty. You
It's
got
fine.
3-hour flask. Be like, thank you for the 3-hour flask. Move on with.
But all right, well, I'm not DCing. I'm worried about our shit.
Please never worry about free
Let's
flask.
go an alchemist in the guild tab.
Here we go.
Yeah, but I'm like 2. I have like 2 levels.
It doesn't matter. You get the benefit.
Really?
Oh yeah.
New to this expansion, but yes, you get the benefit.
Here's a jumping.
Jump.
Make sure you guys are all in that AMZ. There's the recital.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
There was no setter step in there.
I was.
Okay, killing boss here, guys. Let's go.
Beware.
Yeah, it's like not even close. We're like 5% off. So what's happening? People are still DCing or something?
Beware.
What?
Jump.
I think Lane is frozen. I don't really see it.
Or die.
Beware.
Guests and vile intruders.
No, go away. Kill
Take
me.
your places for the dance macabre.
Just run straight towards the exit, Jix. Just straight towards the exit.
Boogie down.
Don't tell me how to play my $15.
How to kill yourself? I mean, I don't pay your sub. You do what you want.
I like running in crisscrosses.
Okay.
He pays his $15 a month. He can wear a one-handed sword with nothing offhand if he wants.
Fuck, doing it. He suggested it. Seems like a good idea.
Oi. This jant's gonna be.
He
can
can
be a
try
two-handed
to Havoc
fury
if he
warrior with
wants.
only
I mean,
weapon
it's
equipped.
whatever he wants to do.
Hey, Havoc was ranked above Blood DK by somebody's tier list a while ago, so maybe I should try it.
So we had DCs there. So what happened?
I guess has this been happening on every poll? Like, is that why I don't know. People are just not talking about it, I guess, for some reason. It's just happening in there.
I think
Yeah,
I
we had
DC'd
at least-
after the poll, so.
Yeah, it's always after the pull. It's during the mechanic, the dance, the dark recital.
Nobody died.
Oh no, I mean
Like,
after
would-
wipe.
If
So
we
it
had
didn't
DCs,
matter.
somebody would have died on purple. Like,
Well, people did. I don't know. Either way, we had deaths, so pretty much.
I thought we made it through the dance with
That's
everybody.
fine. If Brandon was offline, that's enough. But yeah, it's gonna be impossible to make this if that's happening. So we'll try a few more times. But
Can somebody
So you made
maybe
it to the
share
left and then died. Okay.
the Dark Recital weak aura? Because when I had to crash my game, I lost it. That was a very interesting pull to try to do without the weak aura.
What does the weak aura do? I didn't see it shared. I just haven't been using it. But it's just like you just see the dark recital and move. What's the weak aura help?
Tells you to go right or left.
Tells you which way to go.
Arrow, it shows you which way to run.
DBM tells you if you have.
Yeah, but I don't want to use my brain. I hear.
I don't
left
have it
and then
either.
left.
Oh no, there it is.
What's
Okay, yeah, he linked it.
The jump one?
Make sure everybody has that.
Too?
And yeah, if you get it and you are worried about crashing again, just log out real quick and come back and I'll save it.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So can you share the jump one again, please? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna log out then. Just to
Log
save.
in while everybody else is.
And there's dancing fever.
I'll log out and log back in just so that doesn't happen again. As that was horrible. Problem is, it's great when DBM tells you, except when you, because of a weak aura that does it better, turn it off in DBM.
I thank you for coming, but you really all must die now. Time to throw all pretense aside and just kill you all.
All right, everybody back online. Right, check. Firetree US Horde.
So alchemy is 2 hours instead of 1.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you drink a second flask while you have the first one, it'll extend it for another like 20 minutes or something like that. So it just says 3 hours to round up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what's going on?
Yeah, every other expansion, you had to be able to make the item to get the benefit of the duration. But when they removed the alchemist pouch enchant that could have been used for non-enchanters this expansion, they just made level 1 Shadowlands and enchanters or whatever, or alchemists be able to use the flask for the full
That's
duration.
sick.
Yeah, it's nice for an alt for sure. Yeah, you just
Yeah,
roll
so if
fucking
you,
level
if
1
you
alchemy.
don't have a second profession, might as well grab that.
Yep. Goes well with guidance counselor.
That guy calls Rusty a guidance counselor.
What?
He's a college student.
Oh, I thought you were.
Okay, here we go.
No, I'm definitely not.
Now, he would have encouraged that MMA kid beating the other kid's ass the other day. He was a guidance counselor.
Video.
How dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire? Good it will do. Let me beware.
Jix as well. And Naya still got 2 stacks. Good. Looks like that attendant is getting hit. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I don't know. This is not gonna work.
Yeah, it's got cut out too.
You see?
It's literally both me and Jix every single time it happens to either of us as well. I don't understand what this is.
So I do have a warning come up saying that add-ons aren't working for this fight. I don't know what
From what?
add-ons it is, but it does a warning come up. It says errors are happening.
Again, I don't have any add-ons pertaining to this fight.
Doesn't mean it could be like a UI. It could be anything. It doesn't have to be pertaining to the fight.
It's not gonna help.
It's just interacting with the fight.
It doesn't make sense considering it's specific people having the issue, and I'm having no issue whatsoever.
That would suggest
Like,
it's an add-on.
me and Metro have almost nothing in common when it comes to add-ons. Like, completely irrelevant from each other. So I don't know how it could be that.
Me and K-Mouse use bigwigs.
Yeah, it could literally be. DBM is the only way that it could be, but me and Metro have in common.
I'll try turning DBM off. It could be DBM because I don't think there's been an update since yesterday.
It was an up. Yeah, yesterday. I think that was last up.
And I have DBM, but haven't updated it in a while, so maybe a new update messed it up.
If it was DBM, why would it only happen every now and then?
and
It
I
happened to me one time. So
It could just be a tank mechanic that's tripping it,
It
up
happened to
because
me too.
no, the same time that happened to me as well.
The exact same time. Everyone who gets it gets it the exact same time. It's nothing to do with it being tanks. It's like there's other people who get it.
I
when
see.
you
It
don't.
just seemed like a coincidence because both of us get it at the exact same time. Always something. The game just like never even fixes itself either. I have to actually crash the game and come back.
Yeah, that's what makes me think it's something to do with the like actually rendering of textures.
It has to be the game for sure. Do
Like, it should crash like with an error pop up, like with a series of numbers and something that you can report on the forums. It's just not actually getting to a crash.
Beginning to see why people said this boss was difficult.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Okay, the only thing I'm really seeing, like Googling this, Guildy is having same problems, and support told them to switch graphics API to DirectX 11 Legacy
Literally
to
what I
fix
said.
issue.
Yeah, but that was from like January.
Yeah, I mean, still could be like old issues coming back.
Okay,
up
what
with
is
this
it?
patch.
I'll try it. What is it?
Just switching the API from DirectX 11.
Lao-Tzu, we were wondering, we're having issues where the fight will just freeze for some people.
I guess if you guys aren't
One of the things Sarah said was you were having that issue the entire time you frogged
DirectX
on
12
it.
is what I have.
Were
I should
you?
change it to 11.
Like, was it the fight would just freeze for some people for no reason?
I'm
It's a
using
bug?
11 Legacy.
Yeah, fuck that then.
I changed it to 9.
This is just one of those support things. Did you plug it in? Did you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
pretty much,
Velocity.
Oh man, I thought I was on DirectX 12, but I'm on DirectX 1.2.
What?
Could that be an issue?
I have
yes,
the
yes, you're
exact.
currently playing in 2005 and playing classic IRL, so I don't know. Maybe it's probably.
You guys both
This
have.
is Ultima Online, correct?
You guys both have Ryzen CPUs by chance?
I do.
No.
Yep, I'm not disconnecting.
I got NVIDIA.
I also eat fish on a bi-weekly basis.
Do we
think
both
that
eat-
as a...
Eat food?
Wait a second.
I do eat
Are
food,
all
yeah.
of you
No, I
based in
don't.
the U.S.?
No.
Just try without
Metro's
VPN,
point was
Because
it cannot
Top
possibly
seem to
be the
having
room
issues. I think this is
because
strictly
if it
US.
was like
Let
that
me
for
turn
4
you-
Don't
months,
give him that
they would've
ammunition,
fixed
Andy.
it.
Don't fucking do it.
How long you think before he tries kiwi on pizza?
That's what I'm talking about. You give a Canadian that much power and they just don't know what to do with it. And they start doing
I'd
irresponsible
give it a shot.
shit.
No, man, kiwi on pizzas, that's disgusting. Come on now.
Why?
Did you guys know that American cheese is Canadian?
It's the seeds in kiwi that would make that disgusting.
Canada is part of the Americas, so.
Well, it could be a de-seed.
You don't have to jizz in this. Okay, here we go.
Embrace your demise.
Very profound statement, Rick.
How dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire?
Don't
be
Jump.
Rick, 3 stacks.
Tight stack.
Yeah, make sure you're tight here, guys. Right on purple.
Beware.
I fucking froze again.
I did not.
But did Metro?
No.
Imagine that.
So that's 2 pulls in a row. I've noticed it happens to, like, you guys right when the lunge
Yeah,
thing.
it's always that same time for whoever gets it. It could happen to me that time too.
Is it right when the lunge comes out, or is it right when the?
It's been a
recital
couple
starts?
times. It could be recital, and then there was some other time, which I guess could be lunge.
Yeah, it seems
When
like it's
the
right when the
lunge comes
recital
out?
voice line comes out.
Yeah, it's not when the timer comes up, it's when it actually goes out.
jump.
Sorry, guys. So did we say you had DBM on? I can't remember. Was that?
Yeah, I can try turning off.
Just try it, yep.
Beware.
Big Wigs Master Rape?
Never happened, Sarah.
Intruders.
Oh no, I just TC'd again when I came back in!
Literally never happened.
Yo, Limit just dropped DBM so hard.
Yeah,
Yo,
that's
I
because they're
just
making their
DC'd
own.
literally twice in the same
Really,
poll.
they're making
That's
their
impressive.
own. That's awesome.
Yep.
What do they want to change about it?
Yeah,
I don't know,
Jix is
but they're probably
relogging.
not going to be sharing it with people is the thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, after world first.
One of those things where like you can only do so much custom with an add-on that isn't yours.
Maybe they're gonna try to sell it.
Just makes it easier than making weak auras to create a whole UI for you.
Yeah, they're going to try to
Sure.
sell it. Yeah.
Vic, you look good as Panda.
Thanks, man.
They probably will. They'll probably have like a premium version of it that you can get early, and then
That's illegal.
after.
We learned that the hard way.
Or they could just not update it for everybody else until after they've killed the bosses, so they don't get their special tools until they've already
You have to
done
pay. You'll
Pay
fucking
per
pay me.
boss.
Metro, did you
Morgan not
update your
playing
add-ons
when all
today?
that was happening with the fucking
Yep.
dungeon
No,
add-on?
I did heard about MDT. Yeah.
I might explain it. I didn't. I'm not DCing at all.
I mean, like I said, that only happened to me the one time, so why is it happening to them more and me only the once and I use DBM? I don't understand.
Well, it sounds
Why is it happening
from what I
now?
just got. It sounds, and I didn't get the error screen before. I have something that pops up and says errors are happening. And that only happens when there's like a significant error coming through, and then maybe it's being addressed, and I just
Whoops.
ignore it. It's not DCing me, but it's DCing them.
That's not what that means. That just means that your add-ons are like causing heavy CPU load where it's taking up more than the actual game. But that doesn't mean that your game is like bugged or something or whatever.
Jix did
Well, I was saying
leave
it's freezing up
relog,
for
and
them,
it
not me.
immediately froze him again.
Let's just keep trying. Eat up. This is my fault, guys. I'll take full blame for this.
So there are certain
Yeah,
tank
that's just
mechanics
allowed to. It's problem.
in DBM
We don't blame.
that
we
only
solution.
alert when like you have threat. So it could have been the attempt like Metro died and you had threat Vic from healing on one of the ads, and that's why like a mechanic went out and you had threat and it gave you the tank warning.
When I crashed, I didn't have threat.
I wouldn't put too much mental thought into this. It's going to be something
He
that
did die.
we can't solve, probably. So, here's right check.
So Jix and Metro, DBM's off now.
Correct, yes.
Let's do it.
It's stupid.
Here we go.
Gotcha.
Maybe Shroud will help.
I think it's just Jix wouldn't have re-DC'd when he came back in if it was too
I turned DBM off. That's my way back.
Jump.
Beware. Let me show you.
Forgot. And it came from that side. That's fine.
They'd stack.
See you again.
Beware.
Good
Back
times.
to diamond.
Beware.
I also did change that graphics API thing, so maybe that was part of it too. But
I'm already on what you switched it to.
yeah, but maybe some reason
As soon as I
switching it
realized
is.
we both didn't have the same one originally. I figured that was another.
I'll try switching it back and seeing if it goes back to being problematic.
So that week, or the Dancing Fever one, actually doesn't say the amount of stacks you have. It literally says dancing if you have stacks during the dance.
Beware.
No, it says it if you're jumping, I think, right?
No,
Oh, no,
it
no,
says
yeah, you're right.
dancing.
I know what you mean. Yep, you're right. That's
I
exactly
didn't
right.
realize that because we haven't had that like overlap like that yet.
Okay, someone's left eye to see the rooms you've seen.
You could also try if you're having issues like clearing your game cache out or whatever.
I think I found a cool skip for the Dark Recital. If the other 5 people that have it die, you don't have to run.
That's true. You don't have a
If your
partner.
partner dies, you
Yeah.
don't have to run.
Yep.
I mean, there's no harm in clearing your cache. There's a reason they recommend it because it's like if you have a texture file or something that's
like, you know, corrupted or whatever, it's cache from before the patch and they patch it, it's still not going to fix it in your cache.
Said cash a lot.
Yeah.
Cash you outside.
What did he say?
How about that?
I love you, OMC.
What did he say?
Just kept saying cash.
Right. See this chair over here?
Yes.
Look at that chair by Blue. It's clickable. The other ones are not. No other one in the room is actually.
I'm offended that it's not clickable in other circumstances.
Oh, and there's Sludge Fist.
He's chilling.
How sludgy wudgy.
It's a great raid.
Guys, we should kill him now. He's asleep.
Okay, Greg pulls so far, guys. Let's keep it up. Raid check. Heat up.
Man, Andy, can you pick this? Can you pick this gate?
I didn't stream.
No, I am a warlock. I no longer have that ability.
It's quality content.
Yeah.
I'll boost you over, and then you throw some dots on him, Andy.
Sounds good.
I mean, there's no pillars for him to run into, though. That could get problematic, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, raid check. No, here we go.
There's 2 pillars right there.
You slowly disease him to death. Or like
So I went back to DirectX 14 or whatever it is, and we'll see what happens.
14? Are you living in the future?
No wonder we're all desynced from each other. You're living in the fucking future.
It's got an iPhone 15. How is it?
Expensive.
Just as shitty as the fucking iPhones that are out now.
He said 14, and I'm like, that's a meme. Is he living in the future? Then I'm like, wait, am I that far behind? there was a moment of self-doubt there that I'm not proud of.
Okay, here we go.
Are we in the Matrix?
No.
What?
You would know.
That's something somebody would say that knew that they were the Matrix, Metro.
Because I would know Kung Fu if I was in the Matrix for
Yep.
Who says you don't?
Jump.
Jump, jump, jump. Velocity Vic.
sure. Tight stack, tight stack, tight stack, tight stack.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
Back to diamond.
Are we gonna even come close with any jets at all? So swipe it up. You guys DC'd or what?
No, I'm good enough time.
Pyro and Slushington, I mean,
They're
you're
both offline.
Yeah, I'm
try
trying to
changing the graphics API, please, guys. Okay. Changing it might solve the problem.
Stack up.
Oh, now I DC'd.
And you still don't have DBM.
Nope, I don't have DBM on. I swapped the graphics, all the recommended things. I even deleted my cache before that pull.
I was thinking maybe switching the setting might reload it and dump your cache, but I guess not. Since you did all that.
I dumped my cache before the last pull.
Beware.
I dump my cash like 2 or 3 times a day.
Hey, you guys shouldn't be dumping your cash, be saving it.
Just a thought. Are you guys always facing the
You should be investing.
main part of the room when that happens? Like
Yes.
away from the stage?
Yeah, facing the stage.
Are you standing on one leg?
Yeah, try zooming all the way into first person and looking at the floor and just see if
Like Alto.
Turn all
This
your
is a pretty
graphics
crazy
setting
big
down
room.
to 0 and go to like 800 by 600 resolution. See if that helps.
Open
Use
up your map
8-bit
full
mode.
screen. Prevent the game from rendering things.
Probably one of the most epic rooms ever. I don't know if it's causing problems for us, but still.
People did complain about the ceiling in boss.
It makes
room, so
sense.
They had to add something spectacular up there.
I mean, look up for real. Look up. Look at how high that fucking ceiling is. That's bigger than the whole room.
I feel inappropriate looking up all these women's skirts though.
Alright, I changed everything. Let's see how it works.
Okay.
It is an epic
Just
room,
feel
though.
alive looking up these dudes' skirts, though.
But I feel like if any of us try to
feel like
run for
OMC don't
office
care.
later, like we're gonna get accused of like sexual
Oh,
harassment
yeah.
for this now because Metro made us look.
Yeah, I just
up.
screenshotted you guys doing that. So.
I mean, they just have to look up on the VOD of the stream, right?
Just scapegoat Metro. He made us do it, so it's his fault.
Right
That's-
now I'm
that's
canceled.
not how
The feds are
politics
heading
work.
here.
like
I gotta
beer.
hide my Mr.
Blaming
Potato
others for
Head
your
before they get
misfortunes?
here.
That's
What about
exactly
You know-
how politics works.
No, but the person that's actually at fault is never the one that gets blamed, Jix. That's what you're missing.
No,
I mean-
I got that part.
First he makes us watch Plex Storm, then he makes us look up skirts. It's all Metro's fault.
And it's all
Just that
innocent
one
too. He's
shit.
just like, oh hey, take a look. Like it's no big deal, but it is a big deal.
Let's see what we got on Plex Storm
He's
tonight.
definitely a Karen.
Alright, let's see. Alright, we're
I
checking.
already
Here we
went
go.
there, just a bunch of decks.
And you were disappointed with that?
I know,
Those
right? He
dicks.
says just a bunch of dicks, like it's a bad thing.
I mean, OMC's definitely seen more dicks than me, so.
I mean, you
Are
are
you
in the
sure? You're in the
military.
military,
Are you
yeah.
sure about that?
Military?
You think we just hang out and show each other like our dicks?
Probably.
Don't
Yeah? What do you do?
No.
Alright, here we go.
You guys imagine the military way more homoerotic than I think
Yeah,
it
she's
is.
attractive.
Hey,
I mean,
man,
I've seen
work for
Top Gun,
Sparta.
right?
Listen for fucking Sparta, Jesus.
You were not on the guest list.
Beware.
Pyro velocity. So got good.
Tight stack.
Yeah, here comes
Way too
recital,
far.
guys.
Everyone, find your partners or die.
Beware.
And back to
Thanks
purple.
for stopping by, game.
The weak aura changed?
Weak Aura uses DBM, so if you don't have it, it changes.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Beware.
Jax, you still have threat. You're doing good.
Thanks, man. I'm really trying hard right now.
You're just standing there, but it's fine.
Hey, you don't need to insult my tanking style. First, I move too much because I'm a demon hunter, and now I'm standing still. I'm like, "Pff, you're just standing there.
I was gonna say it's the first time a demon hunter's ever been this still.
Beware.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
How he's
back
telling a
just
demon
to
how to see speed.
Look at that fucking pro running, though.
Came back just to DC again. That was great. Thanks for having Dark Recital come up right as I log back in.
I think it would be definitely tied to Dark Recital.
Are we wiping? We're wiping.
Yes, guys, at any point, if we don't make that, we're wiping. So please don't try to survive that. Just a waste of time.
I only have 8 people dead. I mean,
I mean,
You
if
guys
a
are gonna be
tank DC
quitters.
is for like 50% of a phase, I'm pretty sure it's a wipe.
I got past the gargoyle.
Sicken me.
so I didn't actually make it to my spotlight before that started, and I got 3 stacks of the dot. But as soon as I went right when the first dance move went out, all my dots fell off.
Same. I had to work my way back up.
Which bosses sent you?
Yeah, so Blair Bitch seems pretty cool.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah,
Like the
good fun.
hardest boss in history.
It's weird because it didn't DC you every attempt the first several Jax, but now it's just like every single one.
Maybe it's something that changed. I don't know.
Actually playing Breath of the Wild?
Yeah.
I don't
Have you
know
played
what
it? It's pretty good.
I love it. It's probably one of my favorite non-wild.
One of the
games.
times that it wasn't even Dark Recital.
Fucking
It was.
hoops to play that game.
Oh
one
yeah,
of the
you
times
heard
it
about
wasn't even
that.
Dark Recital.
Metro
though. It was also
streamed
Evasive
Breath of the
Lunge.
Wild over on Ace.
A new one's coming out
said Breath of the
sometime
Wild?
next year.
Metro is
Supposedly
like
it got
emulating a
leaked.
Switch. Well, it's like current gen software.
Yeah, it's a lot of work.
Could it be something to do with having like the bosses near the stairs where they lunge like through? the
I don't know.
steps?
Let's not keep doing this. If we have to do all these random thoughts in our head, then we'll just stop
Well,
the
I
raid.
mean, if it's gonna happen every single pull, then there's no point.
It's not going
progressing
to.
Past that. It has been the last 10.
I'm saying it's not gonna happen next week, or we can't do the fight. This
Oh,
is not possible. Like I know you guys think this is something that's been happening for months or whatever. It's not. There's no way anybody killed the boss with consistently people DCing every single pull. There's no possible way.
Can we
So
just
it
try
has
to
to
have
either.
them like a little bit further away from the steps so that they don't run in through the steps? Just try it. No harm
Sure.
in it.
Yep. Whatever you want to do, it's fine.
Nah, I'd have to
Well,
agree with
it's been a
Vic.
problem in
I
the
mean,
past.
might as well try something new.
It's been a problem with other things in this game, with like steps, things going through the floor or whatever elevation. You know,
So where should we tank him?
just a few feet further in, just so it's not like when he lunges, he doesn't go.
Mine specifically.
into those
Okay,
areas, yeah.
sounds good. I'll do that.
Tank him on
I
top
don't know
of
if it'll
Sarah.
matter, but might as well.
I also DC'd on the Dance Macabre though, so I don't actually know if that's really going to affect anything. It's been 3 different mechanics it's happened on.
Well, I don't know. It's possible that like once it happens to you, if you come back in and you're just gonna DC again, because you didn't DC the first time, then did you? Or is it just coming back in?
Where the errors stack up, and that's why you're DCing. Not gonna go away.
That's not how it works. But errors have nothing to do with it. The add-on thing is just a CPU overload or overbuilt up. Whatever. Most people's.
Congrats, Lao Tzu! Way to go, buddy. We're one away from
I feel like
cutting
she's
edge,
missing
my
part of
friend.
her eyebrow there.
Yeah, she's got it on her arms instead.
Good job, buddy.
Here's right check.
Good job.
My buddy is actually progressing on this with his guild, and I asked him if they're having any issues. I'm going to try to see. There's another different directional Darker Settle weak aura. I'm almost wondering if it happens to be that specific weak aura we're using, because they are not having these issues at all.
He doesn't have it, dude.
It happened to me before I got the weaker.
I don't have the weak aura.
He does not play with weak auras.
It's our server.
Turn
though.
off
doesn't
all
even know this game.
add-ons.
It's 100% our server. They've got an entire raid of 20 other people that have the same myriad of add-ons and shit. I'm sure we do. So
Okay, that's right check and go. We actually did the right check, ready?
At all.
Here we go.
Not one thing, it's
Yeah,
another.
Zuggo getting big cheese. Fuck is Zuggo?
My thoughts exactly.
buddy.
Dare you invade my property in such
Just a friend. It's nothing serious.
You can
It's his
say
boyfriend.
he's just a friend.
Fletch and
Come
blink.
Fletch and blink.
Tights back.
Darker saddle now.
Beware.
Back to perps.
Master spells on the group.
Beware.
So you guys, yep, you guys DC'd again, or?
Nah, I made a stupid mistake. Didn't move left. That's entirely my fault.
I did on the recital, but I did on that last lunge. That just fucking happened. I don't know if it's related, but it was eerily close to when that lunge happened.
vile intruders. Take your places for the dance macabre. Sashay left. Prance forward.
Shimmy right.
Shimmy right.
Oh, you called it.
Boogie down.
Sashi left.
Jack Daniels on the arm.
You a builder or a breaker?
Oh, I DC'd once logging back in after everybody was dead. That's cool. What's the theory behind that? If everybody's dead when I log back in, there's nothing happening. You
Maybe
can't
try
do build up.
repairing your client. Get
Oh,
some
come
actual
on, stop
real
this,
game
please,
vibe.
guys. All right, this is gonna get really old, honestly. There's nothing wrong with anybody's client or anything else. There's something wrong with the game.
Should we put a ticket in or something?
I don't know. If it's still happening by next week, we'll have to take it more serious, but.
This is just Blizzard's effort to not have people waste food. We were throwing down all this food like we were Planet Fitness, but then Metro stopped dropping it, so maybe we'll not DC anymore.
Does she have a nose ring? I can't tell.
Look her up on Reddit if you want to see more about what she has.
Oh, really?
Yep.
You guys on Plex?
Who, Frida?
Yeah.
She's just got earrings. Big hoops.
It's it's the right instance we're in.
Here, eat it.
Have somebody else start the raid next week. Get a different.
A seed, yeah, a different seed.
Oh, we're gonna make sure we check if the Warglave's gonna drop before we come in?
You said something about
he dropped the
Borderlands?
food.
Not even a little bit.
Alright, raid check down. Here we go. Alright, here we go.
Ah, she does feet? What the fuck?
Only Rusty.
How dare you invade my property in such dreadful attire?
Beware.
Fix.
Jump.
2 more Jix, 2 more, 1 more.
Oh, I was just so surprised I'm still here.
You can jump before you DC and.
Darker Sow, guys, Darker Sow. Don't die here.
Beware.
Good job, Salander. We held hands perfectly the entire time.
We tight.
Except when you fucking bop cop and kill me.
Get it right, get it tight.
Oh.
Yeah, that crashed.
Froze.
I was definitely not doing anything except for something.
I didn't DC though, so we win.
It's weird, right when people locked up, I got a thing that says decursive. There are too many Lua errors in your user interface. 19 errors.
Right. Yeah, it's probably something related to something, but.
But those don't always.
So looking at all my errors,
What are they? That's the thing that's relevant because usually they're
interface add-ons, DBM core, DBM status bar timers, DBM Council of Blood Lua error, DBM core.
It could just be something with the fight too, of course, you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like the interface is part of the add-ons. Like the default interface is part of that.
I mean, they could have changed something with the nerfs to this fight, right? With the triggers on
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
abilities
saying.
that's causing an issue with,
Like if someone's left eye to see the realms you've seen.
and even if like, I don't know, DBM is fucking weird the way it works. Even if you're like not the raid lead, if it like, it still pings off of other people that don't have the add-on. So
Yeah, I don't. There's just no way to get any momentum here, guys. So unfortunately, I feel like we're gonna just have to end the raid. Like it's just not worth it. We've wasted too much time on this. So we'll come back next week. Hopefully, this will not be a problem, and we will just move on. But yeah, please, guys, please look at the fight. Okay, we got 2 hours, and you are not raiding, so please go spend that time investing mental effort into learning this encounter. Okay, we have a fight ahead of us that it's going to take us hundreds of pulls. Okay. And yeah, it's not the first night you won on this, obviously, but it's nobody's fault. This is definitely not something that anybody should think they have the reason to fix. Okay, so don't worry about this shit. But we'll be back next week, and we got to clear it all again on Tuesday. That was a miraculous Tuesday night. We want to replicate that every Tuesday from now on. Okay, so good work on all that.
If you have 30 minutes to spare, watch 30 through most of that limit video.
It's very detailed and very good.
And very good.
It's confusing, to be fair. I don't know if I would recommend starting there. Honestly, I kind of regret doing it.
They don't explain the abilities.
I know. Yeah,
but
he talks like everybody's already knows 100% of the fight, and I don't think that's really gonna help most players.
I would
so.
start watching the actual limit video. That's the guide, and then move to there for the specifics. Because
Oh, I
that way
forgot that they even did those.
Yeah, they do those, and it's like a 4 or 5 minute video for that, and then you can go move into the specifics.
Yeah.
Well said, cop. Well said.
I try.
Dude, why is she in defeat? What the fuck?
It's money.
She's in defeat, or is she?
She's into getting money.
Yeah, that's.
All right, guys, that's the end of the
more than
raid.
that, you
I'm
get
gonna
more
stop
card.
streaming because that was kind of the point of the stream tonight. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing for the next couple hours, so I'll probably go grab some supper before I get back into stuff.
Someone on Plexstorm's watching or playing.
Y'all have a great night. We're gonna be off tomorrow and Thursday.
Oh god.
Oh,
Let's see it,
a
cop.
night elf named Fisting.
Another chick playing Breath of the Wild. What the hell's going on there?
Oh.
But I'm gonna try and get
wow,
some
alright.
stuff out
Not
on
a fear,
our LP channel, the non-Warcraft channel, tomorrow and Thursday.
Wait, is it
so
a dude, OMC?
look out for that.
Oh, come the
As
fuck
always,
on,
there'll be
man.
links in the Discord for that kind of thing.
Should we
And
just
I'll tell you if there's
yeah.
a girl.
Take
Choose
care of
what
yourselves
people want to
and
see
each other,
and not see
everybody.
the rest.
Peace.
Wow, she actually might be the most attractive
Stop
girl
it.
I've seen on